Hello. Hello, Tagoon. Hello, Chrono. Hello, Action. Hello, Gogglehead. Hello, Tropical. Oh, thank you. Ooga Booga. Hello, happy Valentine's. Excuse me, sorry. What you guys didn't see behind the scenes. Oh my god, I'm sweating. Sweating so hard. So what you didn't see behind the scenes was me sweating profusely as I tried to eat my dinner before stream started. So hold on, I'm just gonna take this sweater off because I truly like speed ran my dinner and it's very warm. I had soup for dinner because I was like, you know what sounds delicious right now? I don't know why, but I want chicken tortilla soup. So I went to the store, grabbed all the ingredients and like cooked it before stream started, and like right when I like finished cooking dinner was when I had to start stream. So my starting soon screen was just me shoveling hot soup into my mouth right before this. Happy Valentine's. Yes, happy Uwu Day. Ooga Booga. Boops and kisses for my Valentine Hermes. Oh, tropical. Hermes is looking at me because I just called his name. Can I get a boop? Oh, he licked my hand. Well, there you go. That licks for you, Tropical. Yeah. Yeah, you say hi to Tropical? Yeah, buddy. Oh, look at you. Look at your cute face. Oh my god, you're so adorable. Hello, hello. How are you guys today? Thank you for stopping by, Gogglehead. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's Valentine's Day. Did you guys do anything fun? Anything exciting? You know, I actually haven't been practicing my Duolingo, so I'm going to move over to do some practice. Oh, Ever's still here. To do some practice before we start the game tonight. He'll have to post photos in Discord. He's adorable. Just stayed home all day. I'm 8 beers deep. Does that count? I mean, yeah, it does. It's a lot of beers. I can only drink 2, and then I'm like, oh, that's a little bit too much beer for me. I'm not a fan of beer. I like wine a lot more. Thank you for the head pats, Tropical. Ooh. All right, let's finish this level off. Ma doit ma yes. Oh, E at the end. I see.
Ton bras gauche.
Ton bras gauche. My left arm. Your left arm. Have a coffee. Bois un café. Oh. Bois with an S. I see. What kind of beer are you drinking?
C'est une semaine difficile. Je suis malade parce qu'il fait très froid et maintenant, je ne peux pas travailler parce que je suis malade.
Quel est le problème? Elle est stressée parce qu'elle travaille trop. Elle est trop chaud. Elle se sent trop mal pour travailler. I think that's right.
C'est une semaine difficile. Je suis malade parce qu'il fait très froid et maintenant, je ne peux pas travailler parce que je suis malade.
Yes. Hello, show. Welcome in. Happy Valentine's. How are you? Welcome, welcome.
Mes jambes.
Mes jambes. Oops. Jambe with an E. It's cold outside. Il fait froid. Dehors. Dehors. Froid. Dehors. He is thin. Il est mince. No, is that right? Il est Il aimons. Is it A? It is!
En décembre, le ciel est souvent gris et il fait froid. C'est une saison idéale pour boire du chocolat chaud.
It's cold and it's perfect temperature to drink hot chocolate. En décembre, il y a des nuages. Bishop, hello, how are you? Welcome, welcome. Oh, you know what? I totally forgot to do my shout out bot. Sorry for the funny Windows noise that's gonna be coming in just a little bit. Sorry, that was me. I'm doing well, good. Are you doing anything special with your, special lady friend today? Watching a movie, listening to some Critical Role? Just the same as usual. Gotcha. Playing Overwatch 2. Oh, that's sweet. Alright, I think it's on now. Okay, cool. Next question. They feel sad. Ils sont tristes. Oh, ils se sont tristes. Se sont. Why is it se sont? Ils se sont tristes. Go out with your friends. How do you say go? Go. Don't tell her, but man, she tanks my elo. Oh no. Happy Valentine's, Princess in chat. I was just looking at a blog labeled tips for packing light, and the tip was get a good suitcase or duffel bag. I mean, not true. You can pack light with any sort of suitcase or bag. I mean, where are you going? How many pairs of clothes do you need? Just pack what's necessary and don't think that you're gonna wear more than you actually need to pack. Hello, Taster, welcome in. My tip is, if you're going to be traveling for 3 days, pack 4 things of shirts and maybe like 2 pants so you can swap them out. Pack like 5 extra things of underwears and socks because you never know if you'll need to replace it, change it throughout the day. That should be enough. And then the rest of the space can go for like toiletries and stuff. But I mean, I only bring my toothbrush and toothpaste and like a face wash. So really, if you like pack it all up, like enough, I could even fit that stuff into grocery bags. Like honestly, it's not, you don't need a good suitcase or duffel bag. Go out with your friends. Go. What is go? Go. Allons? No, that means is allons? No. Go. Se sent, because se sentir is known as a reflexive verb, so you need the se part. Sometimes you see it as me te se. Je me sens. Oh, je me sens. But when do you know? Can't you just say je sens? Why do you have to say je me sens? Why do you have to say il se sent? Tu te sens? Why can't you just say tu sens? That's confusing. French is confusing. Go. Go. Okay, I'm gonna look at the word. I'm gonna cheat. Sortir. Sortir. Sortir avec tes amis. Soar, cause it's te. Oops, okay, that's fine. It's going, this is fantastic. It's been a while since we practiced French. It's going to rain all day. How are you, by the way, Taster? Happy Valentine's Day. Il va pleuvoir toute la journée. I'm good, just finished a Zoom lecture. Oh really? It's late.
Il fait trop chaud aujourd'hui, je ne me sens pas bien. Je vais prendre une douche froide.
It's very hot today, I don't feel well. I'm gonna take a cold shower. Quel est le problème? Il est trop chaud. Yes, okay. Prehistoric life. Ooh. It sounds like when you first say it, it's like, ooh, interesting. And then you think about it and I'm like, that actually is from a very long time ago. See, those are actual packing tips. Like, that blog told me nothing about packing light. Like, even if I got the suitcase or duffel bag, the blog has not told me how to pack it lightly. Oh, you know what other tip I found was useful? Is to fold your clothes into like a block. I feel like it takes up less space. So what you'll do is like you'll lay how do I show you? Like, you'll lay the shirt down facing you, and then you put another shirt, like the neck facing you and the bottom of the shirt facing the other way, and you kind of overlap those two shirts. And you just keep piling your shirts on like that. And then in the middle where they overlap, you start with like a bundle. So usually you'll put like your underwear and like small like scrunchy things inside. And then you start folding the arms and then fold the bottom part up. That's one shirt, right? And then you just do the same for the next shirt, fold it, and then over time you'll get like a bigger and bigger brick. And I feel like because it's a brick, it pushes all the air out. So like, of course you'll have to properly unpack everything when you go to your destination, but it's nice because you can pack a lot more with less space versus if you were to just fold your shirts and stuff. There's like a lot of air in it, and so it's harder to like fit a lot of stuff. Yeah, I hope that makes sense. It's how the word works. Reflexive verbs like se sentir need something to act on, so always have the mutasa in front. Oh, okay. So it never has a blank space. Okay, I see. They feel sad. Ils se sentent triste. Oh, hold on. Let me see if I can. I'll find it and then I'll show you what I mean. Go out with your friends. Sors avec tes amis. Bum bum. Nice. Okay. German. Yes, German. All right, I'm gonna find this hot packing tip for show. Brick folding. Is it this? Packing. I guess it's mainly used if you need stuff to not wrinkle. Yeah, here. Bundle packing.
Everything you know about.
For wrinkle-free clothes. Let me see if I can show you guys. Okay. Sorry for my recommended on the right side. It's just mainly food, but let me see if I can show you this brick folding method show.
Packing is wrong.
Can you hear it?
Every time I pack my bag, my clothes come out wrinkled. It turns out I've been doing it all wrong. I called some packing experts, and instead of classic folding and stacking,
so don't fold it like that.
I need to be bundle wrapping. Creases and wrinkles happen inside bags when clothes move up against each other, and when pressure is applied to folds. That's folding and stacking to a T. But in bundle wrapping, you're gonna make a soft, flat central core and firmly wrap your clothes around it, layer by layer.
So I did this because
cuts the wrinkles.
Of my work clothes.
It eliminates creases. If you have a jacket,
I thought it was really nice.
Collar
Yeah.
down, arms out. Then lay a long sleeve shirt 180 degrees to that and smooth it flat with the arms out and collars up. Arrange them so the edge of both collars touch just the edge of where the core
You just want to overlap it.
Working from most tailored to least, arrange your clothes with shirts on the vertical and pants on the horizontal.
So the way you want to do the reason why you want to do like obviously the most tailored on the outside is because the brick is going to be bigger And like as you go towards the center of your brick, it's gonna be smaller, so there's a higher chance of it wrinkling. So like t-shirts and stuff that you're just gonna wear that you don't care about wrinkles.
Will end up in the middle of the bundle. Drop your core back in the center.
Well, Chrono, you need to learn to unpack when you get to your destination.
And start wrapping. Wrap the shirts around the core, sleeves first, then the bottom.
Just unpack everything.
Then the pants. Completely fold the fabric around the core. Because the material stays straight and gets wrapped, not folded, there's no wrinkles. Wrap the next layer around that layer. Wrap, wrap, wrap. Smooth out any gathered fabric as you go. Nice bundle.
I can confirm that this is very handy for when you are traveling with work clothes.
Say that you're fine. You're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they will never understand.
Thank you, Tropical. Yeah, there is a downside to this tip, which is that when you get to your destination, your hotel room, whatever, you do have to unpack everything to get to, your clothes. But I feel like it's nice because then you can see everything that you have and you don't have to worry about like, oh, Lily, let me just dig into this. It just, show up to work with wrinkled clothes even when I'm not traveling. Well, then this tip isn't for you. You can just, shove. But this tip is for show if you do want like a compact thing for packing, especially for like, dress shirts and stuff. I don't know where you're going, but maybe that might help. But yeah, the rolling method, if you don't care about wrinkles, guess what? Hello, Goon. I don't know if you stepped away, but thank you for the resubscribe. Is the brick dense enough to Mordor someone? No, it's just clothes. I think this is a good tip, but the flight ticket I bought only allows a personal bag and no carry-on in the overhead bin. Extra cost. So I feel like this might be too bulky for my backpack. Gotcha. Yeah, depending on like what you're bringing. But yeah. Well, I hope you're able to pack. I would just say be very conscientious of what you're bringing then, especially since you just have a personal item. If you can swing it, wear all of your heavy layers so that you don't have to pack those, and then pack all your thin layers. Keep in mind, backpacks typically have weight limits too. Gotcha. I hang my clothes. I don't iron. Yeah. So like if you're limited, definitely just make sure you're wearing all your bulky items when you're flying, even if it is slightly uncomfortable. And then just pack all your light layers just so that you're not taking up backpack space. Anyways, all right. So let's go to, was it this one? Be a dumpling. That sounds delicious. Maybe don't be a dumpling because then I'll want to eat. No, we're not cannibals? No. Absolutely not. Okay, so before we actually start, I'm gonna run an ad so that I can get rid of pre-rolls. If you see an ad, it will only be for 1:30. I'm so sorry, but I will be running it for just a little bit. I will see you back soon. Aloha, happy Hanukkah, hello Chippy, happy Valentine's, Inside Out, what up party people? Also, it's Valentine's Day, and if I could, I would give Van Zeek's chocolate, among other things. Princess wants to eat us? No, I don't. How are you guys? I also just read stream title. I wonder if Van Zeeks likes chocolate. I mean, maybe? Van Zeeks does not experience joy. We are cute dumplings! Oh, thank you, Action! I did forget, so I'm changing it now. Thank you very much for reminding me. Alright, you guys. It's time for some Ace Attorney. We, what happened last week? Okay, I forgot. Something about Mr. McMiddle, what was his name? It wasn't McGriddle, was it? Mr. McMillan? McGilded? Sorry. I was really close. Okay. McGriddle is very close to McGilded. I'm just saying. All right. Okay. Something happened with him, right? It's not even close. It has Mick L instead of R. Okay, McGriddle. D's, 2 D's. McGilded has 2 D's. Okay? The only thing it's missing is an R. Yeah. The only thing it's missing is an R. I'm a genius. I'm a genius. 2 D's nuts. Mr. McGilded. Hey. Hold on. You just gave me an idea of a Twitter post, which I'm gonna write down. From now on, I'm just gonna say it wrong on purpose. He's Mr. McChicken now. Hold on, I'm gonna write this down, and it's gonna be hilarious. McGilded is basically the same as McGriddle. Nice. It has the same letters and everything. Okay. Oh, wow. Chrono Tropical timed me out for a minute. And now I'm poor again. Unpacking. Alright. Princess is gonna give Mayor McCheese the best of what he can buy. Okay. I'm gonna write down your game request, Chrono, so that I can make sure I find time. It's not scary, right? What's unpacking about? What is unpacking? Let's Google it. While I'm timed out for a minute. Unpacking game. It's a relaxing game. You need to add no. I will not be taking any questions at this time to your tweet. I definitely will be doing that. No comment. It's the furthest thing from scary. Oh, it looks kind of cute. A Zen puzzle game about unpacking a life. It's on Steam? Easy. Nice. Okay. I can do that. Cool. Oh, thank you, Chrono, for the game redeem. This is why I'm timing you out. Unpacking is literally what it is. You unpack things and find the perfect spot for them. Oh my god, I'm gonna be so good at this game. Just watch. I'm gonna put on the schedule next week and I'll be so good at it. Have you been listening to the discourse of the day? I already forgot his voice. Okay, hold on. To be sure, I have, my lord. Something like that. There are now 2 matters on which the court desires to hear from you. The first is whether or not there was a third party with you in the omnibus cabin as proposed by the defense. The second is that if such a person was indeed present, why did you conceal that fact from the police? Begad, no, 'tis not in my nature to hide anything at all. Just answer the question, please. The truth of the matter is, I've been desperate about this all along. Do I tell yous all or keep me mouth shut? Tell us what, Mr. McGilded? He's just gonna be Mr. McGriddle now. I'm so sorry, that's what I'm gonna call him. Look, it's Man Cheeks. It's my Valentine, you guys. Can I just turn? Mwah, kiss the bicep. Mwah, mwah. I think Princess is hungry. I'm not hungry. Oh, thanks for the box. Clip that. Clip that. The fine fella representing is absolutely right. In the carriage on the night with myself and the other man, there was another passenger. It's true? Aye, and 'twas me who helped the little urchin get away after it all happened. Princess just adding men to her harem. I have too many babes. I need to equal it out with more men. Gender equality, you guys. Equal opportunity harem here. You. What? I can just hear the sigh from that pose. No. Magnus McGriddle, that convenient excuse can't save you now. I'm truly sorry, so I am, Lord Van Zeeks. I'm sure you'll be wanting to know why I said nothing when I was taken in by the police. I do be having a very good reason, I assure you. Which was? Well, the little child was just in the wrong place at the wrong time and not in any way involved, you see. What? If the police had known the wee one was there, they'd have assumed she'd done it. They'd have hauled her into this here courtroom just like meself. I was only trying to spare her that. Thanks, Show. I appreciate you. Young hearts and young minds are easily damaged, my lord. And who was this young child of whom you speak? That I don't know. You don't know? Aye, well, the wee ting just happened to be in the carriage that night. I never saw her before or since.
Objection!
Joe is really fast at clipping. Like, insanely fast at clipping. We have absolutely no reason to believe this man. The prosecution calls for the witnesses' statements to be disregarded by the court. Why did McGriddle sound like Monokuma? He kinda does, doesn't he? I don't know, I don't have a good voice for him. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if the urchin here isn't in this courtroom as we speak, listening to the proceedings. It's a gift I've acquired from my time on this channel. Very true. Wait, did you? Oh, fire, fire. Someone's trying to get away. It's no use. Oh, I can't see anything. They're gonna smoke. You must attempt the accent. I will try my best, but I don't know the hallmarks of an Irish accent. Show, did you watch streamers before you came into my channel to hang out with, like, Ever and me? Or am I your first? Be careful, Mr. Naruhodo. Cover your face. Watch viewership immediately drop. What if it immediately increases? Why you gotta say it like that? Oh, no, what she's talking about. I said it like normal. Bailiff, don't let the accused escape. Secure the omnibus. I hereby call an emergency recess. Bailiff, ensure the defendant is in custody and clear the courtroom. We were hurriedly removed from the smoke-filled courtroom by the bailiff. Amid scenes of chaos as people stumbled over one another in their desperation to flee the chamber, we had no idea what was happening. All we knew was that, for the time being at least, the trial was suspended. Equal opportunity harem. It's a great one. Save, yes. Wow, we were at a save point, like, really close. Okay, cool. Next section. What on earth just happened in there? I didn't know you were streaming. I was waiting for you at the Denny's. Oh, son, hello! Welcome in. You know I haven't been to a Denny's in like... Oh god. Four, 5 years? Before the pandemic? The Old Bailey, is she here? Hello, Martine! Ever has not made it here yet. Welcome in. Hello, hello. What'd you order at Denny's, son? What'd you get? The pancake special? With sausages and eggs and bacon? Mr. Naruhodo, I've managed to find out what happened. Miss Susato, I was told it was an advanced form of smoke grenade, a type of exploding device that releases smoke. How are you doing, son? Martine, happy Valentine's Day. I hope you guys are having a good evening. A smoke grenade? It sounds like the sort of things ninjas use. I got stood up, that's what I got. No, son! Don't say it like that! Cookie skillet is the only right answer here. I have never had a Denny's cookie skillet. Is it good? Is it like the cookie skillet that you get at like TGIFs? It's so fat. Princess, you know why Ever ain't made it in? No, why? Did you do something? They're just making sure everything is safe now. I think the trial will start again before long. But who would have done something like that? The police managed to catch someone who was trying to flee the courtroom, apparently. Flee the courtroom? Why? Well, it's a young girl of around 15, I hear. A young girl? Then could it be? The other passenger that Mr. McGriddle was just talking about. She didn't buy the JR pass? Oh. Possibly. Possibly. My thoughts exactly. So he wasn't lying. Oh, what's become of Mr. McGriddle, actually? There are so many things I need to ask him about, but he's not here. I think he was summoned to the prosecutor's antechamber to answer questions, along with the young girl. Who is she, I wonder? And what was she even doing here at the trial? She was taking a huge risk, and for what possible benefit to herself? Did you finish the cookies? No, because I still have like 10 cookies to eat by myself. I'm eating 1 cookie a day, and I ate my cookie with my coffee this morning. So, maybe I'll eat one for dessert tonight, but I'm not feeling super hungry. Mr. McGriddle, what? Oh my god, son, you missed it. His name is, I was like, what's his name again? Mr. McGriddle? Mr. McMuffin? And then Inside Out was like, it's Mr. McGilded. And then when you look at the word McGilded and McGriddle, they're basically the same. Like literally the only letter that's missing is the R. So, I'm a genius. I've been eating them, but it feels like the pile hasn't reduced at all. Aren't you glad you made a half recipe? There's another matter that's troubling me. What's that? The 20 pence. Hmm? Oh, according to the coachman, Mr. Beppo. He took 4 passengers that night at a fare of 5 pence each. That comes to a total of 20 pence exactly. But now it seems there were in fact 5 passengers. Which means the figures don't seem to add up again. She's right, that is strange. Counsel for the defense, kindly proceed into the courtroom. The trial will recommence in 5 minutes. Oh, thank you, officer. We'll go in straight away. Well, whoever she is, I imagine this young girl will be asked to take the stand and testify now.
I really can't imagine what she's going to say, but it could alter the whole direction of the trial.
Hermes, what are you doing? Why are you running around? Can you sit down? Thank you. Thank you, Hermes. Good boy. Oh yeah, look at you. Look at this face. I love you.
This is the same energy as a kid coming to the completely wrong conclusion, but they're so proud, you just kind of pat them on the head. No, it's the same letters. Yeah, it's the same letters. I don't know what to tell you. McGriddle and McGilded only have one letter that's different, which is the R. We'll know soon enough, Miss Susato. Yes! But that R makes a whole world of a difference. Where's Mrs. McRib? She only comes out for special occasions, son. Discontinued at that. There's the young girl next to Mr. McGriddle, look. She must have been the one who caused the disturbance before. Well, after that rather eventful recess, the court will now resume the trial of Mr. Madness McGriddle. Now then, Lord Van Zeeks. My lord? I believe you have established the cause of the smoke-veiled proceedings earlier. It seems to have been an advanced form of smoke grenade of the sort typically employed by the army. Thank you for the headbands, Frodo! Good gracious, the army! What in the devil's name? It was an elaborate attempt by a young girl to cloak her escape from the public gallery, but she was caught. And now occupies the stand. Your name, girl? Are you responsible for the smoke grenade which induced such pandemonium here in my courtroom? What is the meaning of this deplorable behavior? Ahem, if I may, my lord. Yes, Mr. McGriddle. I think perhaps I ought to explain here. Why it is that this wee lass was here in the first place, and why she tried to bolt like that. 'Tis all tied up with the events of that night, so it is. Very well, Mr. McGriddle, give your testimony. You will explain to the court exactly how this young woman is involved in the case. Just what did happen that night? It's not like a defense lawyer needs that information or anything. On the night in question, I took the back seat in the omnibus and promptly nodded off. Then, begorra, a loud thud and a wee scream woke me up with a fair start. There was a fella collapsed on the floor at me feet, so I sat him up on a seat across from me. Then I turned to find out where that scream had come from, and bless my soul, what did I find? There was a child in there all curled up in a ball, hiding her wee self away. I remain somewhat baffled, I confess, but from what I gather on the night in question, this young girl was indeed riding in the omnibus, is that correct? 'Tis exactly as the defense counsel said. This lass was the 5th passenger, my lord. Very well. The defense may now cross-examine the witnesses. Are you ready, counsel? Yes, my lord. Or rather, no. I have no idea where to start. Alright, we're just gonna press every statement.
And when you first got onto the omnibus, were there any other passengers already on board?
There were not. The cabin was empty, and there was no one on the roof deck either.
You were the first passenger, as it were. I see.
Aye, and that's why I took the backside as I did. 'Tis the most comfortable, so it is.
Could you explain exactly what you mean by the back seat?
By all means, 'tis how you already described it earlier. Talking about the seat opposite the one in which the poor gentleman who was stabbed was sitting. Like I said, 'tis the most comfortable and where I feel most at ease. And of course, I enjoy gazing through the skylight from time to time as well.
Loud thud, we scream. Press this. A loud thud, you say, and a scream?
Aye, that's right. How can I explain it? 'Twas like the sound of someone falling to the ground. That sort of noise.
So you think it was the sound of Mr. Mason falling to the floor, having been stabbed?
Well now, you'll remember I was asleep at the time, so I wouldn't like to say. And when the sound woke me and I opened my eyes, there wasn't a soul to be seen in the carriage but the fella on the floor.
You didn't see anyone, but at the same moment you did hear a scream. Ah, from the seats above you on the roof deck, I presume.
Not above me, no, me lord.
My lord.
'Twas from inside the cabin. But I wasn't altogether thinking about the scream. No, I was too stunned by the desperate sight before me eyes. There was a fella collapsed on the floor, sat himself up.
You sat him up, the victim, you mean?
That I did, on the seat across from me, as I said. I could plainly see the poor devil was already gone. And you wouldn't leave a dead man just lying on the floor now, would ya? 'Tis common courtesy, so it is.
I find that a little hard to believe.
Lord Van Zeeks, now why would that be?
You wait to find a man lying dead at your feet in a carriage. Any normal person would hail the cabman. Any upstanding member of London society, that is.
Well, now, as you know, I'm in something of a special line of business.
The business of lending money at exorbitant rates of interest?
Unfortunately, my lord, not everyone is thankful for the help I offer them, and some would even see me dead. So I do try, where at all possible, to avoid getting myself in a tangle with trouble.
Are you suggesting you were just going to leave the man there?
Heavens alive, no! I was always intending to report it, so I was. Only, I had a mind to find out the whys and wherefores first.
The whys and wherefores. That McChicken is a weeb? Seems like he might be.
Right you are. There were some details I wanted to understand before anyone else got to meddling. That wee scream I heard, for example. Wouldn't your good self do just the same?
Yes, the scream he says he heard at the same time as the thud of the victim collapsing.
Then I turned out to find out where that scream had come from, and bless my soul, what did I find?
I'm afraid I don't understand. I'm sure you told the court that there was no one else in the carriage except yourself and the victim.
So I did, sir, so I did, as far as I could see, that is.
What do you mean by that?
Well, now, 'tis a queer thing, the wee scream I heard as I woke up. It came from, if you'll excuse the vulgar expression, under me backside.
Good gracious! Under your backside?
And when I lifted the seat on which I'd been sitting, I found there was a wee cubbyhole there for storage.
Mr. Naruhodo, we can examine the omnibus ourselves, remember? Yes, of course, the whole bus was submitted as evidence. We did check it. It's just filled with storage equipment.
This would be a very good time to have a thorough look inside. That's when I found her.
I did look it up, didn't I? There were passengers both inside the carriage and on the roof that night. Let's just look to see if the dialogue changed. Because... Let's open the door, go inside, scene of a murder, it's horrible. Open up this one here. The seat looks reasonably soft, but it's actually rather hard when you sit on it and only just wide enough for two gentlemen to sit side by side. Of course, an English gentlewoman would be dressed in such finery, it would be quite impossible for her to climb up to the roof deck, so she would have to be seated in here. A woman in a kimono would have the same problem. Women's clothes are very impractical, aren't they? This seat has a handle, it seems. Oh, there it is. Okay. This is a storage compartment, but there's nothing in here. It's totally empty. Wait. Wasn't there stuff in here before? Something doesn't seem right here, but I can't put my finger on what it is. Did the commotion? This is a thing. This is a point. This is important. There was things in here before the break. I think the game text was that it was... What was it? It was like equipment to maintain the horses and the carriage. I don't think that there was anything suspicious. I don't remember. There was definitely stuff. I remember. I like remember. My eyeballs remember. Is that all we get? Nothing else? Okay, nothing else, I guess. Okay. Child? You say she was hiding herself.
Aye, that's right. 'Twas hard to see under dim lamplight, but she was all curled up in a wee ball. When our eyes met, well, me heart nearly stopped beating in me chest.
You're really overreacting this.
Still, and all, I pulled her out from under there and sat her on the seat opposite so I could have a wee chinwag with her.
The seat opposite.
That's right, just next to the dead gentleman there.
You sat this girl next to a corpse, sir?
Well, as I'm sure I mentioned, the gentleman in my position can all too often find himself in mortal danger. So, I needed to find out just who this urchin was, you see. And while I was in the middle of talking with her, I heard another scream. A fella's voice this time.
Presumably, that scream was Mr. First, who was sitting on the roof deck seats.
Right you are again, I would say, sir. A chinwag! Looking down through the skylight, he must have seen this young girl and a gentleman with a knife in his belly.
In other words, the previous witnesses did not in fact see you at all, Mr. McGilden. What they believed to be yourself and the victim was in fact this girl and the late Mr. Mason.
Aye, my lord. I was, as I think everyone understands now, sat at the back of the carriage out of sight.
It is certainly plausible. The defendant is somewhat diminutive in stature, and readily confused perhaps with this young girl.
After that, of course. With the scream from the gentleman over us, the driver realized something was wrong and pulled up the horses.
Thank you, I've heard enough. Except he looks like Willy Wonka. He, in fact, does look like Willy Wonka. The events, as explained, are clear in my mind. Oh, I'm gonna run some ads so that we don't have pre-rolls. So for the next minute and 30, if you see ads, I'm so sorry. It will only be a minute and 30 seconds, I promise. However, at least one conundrum remains. Who is the girl?
Her name is Gina Lestrade, my lord. She's a chancer, earns her crest among large crowds, relieving people of their purses. What's commonly called a pickpocket.
What? This girl here? A petty thief? Order! Order! Is this true, Miss Lestrade? Miss Lestrade, you will answer the question. Uh-oh. Ah! How dare you? What is the meaning of this? Oh, she disappeared. Ah! The girl! She's gone! Open your eyes. Ah, okay. So how am I gonna voice her? I like her music. Yeah, Hermes? Yeah, you're just needy boy. Look at your face. Look at you. What's good, caballeros? I'm here with a whopping 3 days in 1 month. Hope y'all are doing swell. Lux, I am doing good. Happy Valentine's. I hope you are having a good one. Are you and your fiance doing anything? Have you done dinner? You know, a date? Maybe some flowers and chocolates? I'm doing good. Yeah, how's your day? She smokes menthols. She has a Cockney accent. Oh god, how am I supposed to do that? We did fancy dinner on Sunday to avoid the reservation hell. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah. Well, that's good. I hope you... Nice, nice. I hope you, had a good one. Sorry, I'm like all of a sudden super itchy. We had a good one, and I hope you enjoy each other's company. Thanks for coming by and saying hello. I appreciate it. How do I do a Cockney accent? I'm over here. Nope. You don't. I would say you need to think of Michael Caine's accent, but I don't know if you know who that is. I have no idea. Just say, I like oi. Easy peasy. I like oi. No? Good gracious, how? I like oi. Oh, say I like oi. Oh, oi. Oi. Oh, I'm or here. What is the point in that little sidestep? Just channel Dick Van Dyke in Mary Poppins. I also have not watched Mary Poppins in a very long time. Oh god. Okay, I guess I'll just do my generic female voice. Just figure this out. Hello, Apple. How are you? I hope you're doing good. I've got a license for that joke in it. Did I do that right? Maybe a little New Yorker in there. Oh no. It is so bad. I know what you lot are. I can't do it. I don't know how to do it. It's okay, you're trying. Okay, just oh, you know what? I'll do my sporty female voice. How's this no chocolate evening, you cutie? Doing good. I had some chicken tortilla soup, which I made. It was so delicious. I might be eating another cookie for dessert. I need to eat through those cookies. She or he looks like a younger version of Mary Poppins. Okay.
I know what you lot are thinking. Grown-ups are all the same. This dirty little dipper, you'll say, slipped up and got caught on the job. She got herself backed into a corner, so she knifed the gent. Go on, that's what's in your heads, ain't it? No, not at all. This is a court of law. We're here to determine the truth, not cast. Oh god, green smoke. The way you say tortilla hurts me, but not as much as how others say it. Wait, tortilla. Like tortilla? How do other people say it? Tortilla? I put, you know, I sauteed some onions and jalapenos. And, you know, then I threw some tortilla in the, in some oil and fried it up, yeah? Yum. Tortillas and quesadillas. Because I have an accent when talking Spanish, I see. Look, knives are for cowards. Only thugs use weapons like that. All I need for what I do is these fingers. I'm a professional, all right. Maybe not in your eyes, but I got pride in what I do. I'm already slipping not into a sporty girl accent. Taco Tuesdays are great. I have Taco Fridays with my friends. When we play D&D together, you know? Let me guess, you don't count smoke guns among weapons for thugs. Oh, this? Yeah, this was in a bag I lifted the other day. Down where they keep the four-wheeled drags. It's nice, isn't it? I like pink the best. I've been trying to get a home game going for years. Honestly, it's hit or miss. The group I've had, we've been playing for like 5 years now. So 4 of us are together, and we have one person from Alaska calling in every Friday. And like the key, truly the key, Lux, is you have to have people every week. Like, if people start to say, oh, maybe we'll do D&D, like, you know, Saturday, you know, who's free? No, it has to be every Saturday. Everyone has to set aside time. If you have something, it has to be something that's planned prior in advance. It's not like, oh, my friend hit me up and I'm gonna go to the bar instead. You know, it's like you have to do it you're in like the 99th percentile of D&D players. I haven't even gotten to that point. Oh, okay. Yeah, you had to get a good group together, and you have to like basically promise each other that you're gonna be hanging out like every day, 1 day a week, basically. So you got a Valentine, princess? I do not have a Valentine, unless you count Hermes. Hermes is my Valentine. Friday is D&D with your friends. Yes, that's why I never stream on Fridays. Yeah. Getting a commitment out of these people is the hardest thing I've ever done. Yeah, it's almost like, I honestly, like, if people wanted to, they would. Which is like not an insult to you, right? It's like, for them, they have different priorities. But for me and my friends, like, we treat it as a day to get together. We cook dinner together first, and then we eat dinner, and then we have, you know, like our session. So I guess since it's combined, it feels a lot more like of like a special thing that we do every week. Stream D&D, easy peasy, more Twitch hours. I'm so jealous. My friends do not want to be, I mean, Ever is a part of the group, but it's our DM and another person, so I don't think that they're comfortable with streaming D&D. Plus, I think like I need some time to just be off, you know. Do not wave that thing in my direction again. Oh my god, it's this hallowed chalice. So, you admit that you were riding the omnibus on the night in question. "'Tis all right, lass. You can tell them the truth now." Nah, off hours is propaganda. No one needs anything called rest or downtime. Boy drinking in court. Yum. How many hollow chalices does he have?
So far, I think this is his third one, maybe second. Apparently more than one. He broke one of them already. Alright, yeah, it's just like the Irishman said. The court accepts this girl, Miss Gina Lestrade, as a valid and significant witness in this case. Accordingly, young lady, you will now hear your testimony, if you please. If you struggle with a Cockney accent, I would love to hear your attempt at an Irish accent. I was kind of doing it. I cannot wait to see Princess's reaction top something Van Zeeks does in this part. Oh, to something. Interesting. I'd attend jury duty so much if I could drink. I think we all would, son. Absolutely. She was kind of not doing it. You will tell the court exactly what happened in the omnibus in question. Kind of? All right, if I have to. Irish accents are the best. So, I snuck inside the carriage before they hooked up the horses, just like always. But it was a right old waste of time. I got nothing to show for me troubles that night. I'll tell you, you can't see a blind thing in that hiding place. It's pitch in there. Then, after a while, I hear this loud bang! Nearly jumped out me skin, I did, and the scream just came out. It's because of that the swell found me. He did help me get away, mind. Has anyone watched Legend of Vox Machina? I have not, but I know Ever's partner Ash watches it. Is it good? I know they did the story that Critical Role did, but like shortened it, right? Because I know the Critical Role sessions are like super long. I love Vox Machina. Yes, he let you go. I fail to understand why you would let this street urchin go, Mr. McGriddle. Oh, 'tis simplicity itself, my lord. You see, she couldn't possibly have killed the other passenger. I knew that for a fact. How? As I'm sure I said before, sir. I was sitting right on top of the place where she was hiding herself. I think a demonstration is called for. Like 600 hours of tape for their first campaign. I think the second season is a pretty big step up from season 1. I think that's also like why people were worried about the whole like OGL, right? And like why Wizards had to step back their decision to move forward, because that would have serious implications for people like Critical Role who are doing more and more with like 5e. This is where I sat that night, and the cubbyhole of which you have spoken is underneath the seat, I presume. Yes, it does appear that just large enough to accommodate someone of the girl's stature. Critical Role has been moving away from all the copyrighted Wizards of the Coast stuff for a long time now. Gotcha, okay. Aye, but of course the wee lass was stuck in there, because I'd park myself on the seat for the duration. So you see, that's why I let the lass bolt. I knew that if the police found her there, they'd automatically assume she'd done it. But I couldn't live with myself if the young life was ruined when all the time I knew she was innocent. Even though you must have realized your action would result in your own innocence being called into question. A good decision considering Wizards of the Coast stupidness. Very true, very stupid, very, very. Like, I think I saw a post and it was literally like, wow, Wizards really picking a fight with people who play rules lawyer for fun. Like, yeah, actually though, the amount of times everyone during a D&D session is arguing with the DM like, but so technically I could do this if you let me interpret the verbiage this way. I would have been hesitant of Vox Machina because it's the same animation studio as Voltron, right? And Voltron didn't end well, so I didn't want to put myself through that again. That's so funny because I think me and my friends were just talking about Voltron yesterday. I never watched it. I don't know anything about Voltron, but I think Ever was saying how like season 1 was really good, but then because some toy maker really wanted a character to make toys, they had to change the story or something, and then the last episode was absolutely terrible. I have no idea, never watched Voltron, but the writers were made up of the Critical Role cast plus other industry vets. I only know this much about, like... well, I say I know this much, and really it's like the littlest amount about Critical Roles because Ever's partner Ash watches it a lot, so I know the, like, bare minimum.
Not at all, my lord, not at all.
Isn't that the story of all tokusatsu? Must sell toys. Season 1 was okay, considering the huge hurdle that is adapting the hundreds of hours of material. But season 2, they really get their footing down, I think. Gotcha.
I knew in my own heart that I was innocent. So I thought it was worth taking a punt on my own good name for the sake of this less fortunate lass. My goodness! What a perfect gentleman.
My lord! This fine example of a man cannot possibly be guilty of a heinous crime like this! I'm ashamed of myself for ever doubting you, sir.
Oh my god, is he gonna change his vote just like that? Is that what it was? I didn't hear what happened in the background for Voltron. I just tried it because it was all over Tumblr. I was surprised I liked it because I don't watch Becca, but the final season was a train wreck, like how people felt about the Game of Thrones finale. Oof. Big oof.
With calm, calculated reasoning, one arrives clearly at the truth every time.
Oh! That's all of them! Wait, does that mean we win?
Saints alive! All 6 members of the jury consensual in their leaning to a verdict of not guilty.
Mr. Naruhodo, this... well, it must mean...
It must mean what?
that we're victorious.
We've won? Are you sure?
Objection!
Oh. Hello? Why is his foot on the desk? Someone explain. Someone, I need to cover my screen. This is too much of a character on the screen for me. Ponger's moment, so that you know he doesn't skip leg day. There's not even skin showing and it's too much for me. If the sight of my iron-heeled Wellington offends, pray do forgive the discourtesy. Calm thyself. I'm calming down. I'm calming down. There's too much body on screen. No, show! Stop it! Pissing off the indie fans is a wild decision. Them and furries are like the most spending-friendly and committed hobby areas around. Very true. Show, you're not good at all. This really is a consummate example of the one monumental flaw in British judicial practices. You okay, princess? I'm fine, I'm fine. Everything is fine. Fancy Inks is just really hot. Where evidence and reasoning should be paramount, emotion rules the day. Emotion? Okay, it's back to normal. It's fine. The witness's latest statement gives us a clear insight into his true nature. What do you mean, his true nature?
Do you really think Scotland Yard would have made such a glaring omission? After the incident, the omnibus was comprehensively searched by officers of the police. Obviously, the interior of this cubbyhole, as the witness put it, was included in their investigation. The compartment under the posterior seat, see? I knew it! Was full of the coachman's belongings. It's noted in black and white here in the police report. Good lord! The evidence has been tampered with in order to corroborate Mr. McGriddle's story. Someone has unlawfully removed everything from under the seat. What? Order? Wait, what would have happened if we didn't look inside? Would he have made a note saying, something's wrong, or no? How could such a devious contrivance possibly have been effected, Counsel? Naturally, we must acknowledge the deficiencies of the constabulary in allowing this to have happened. However, I assure you, when the omnibus was wheeled into the courtroom this morning, the compartment under the seat was not empty. I like how you came to a full stop at McGilded so that you could say McGriddle instead. Damn, I didn't think anyone noticed. I noticed. Was it a big pause? We gotta keep calling him McGriddle. Well, my Nipponese friend? Me? When the carriage was submitted as evidence, doubtless you examined it in fine detail, as would any self-respecting practitioner of the law. Pray, what did you find the condition of the underseat compartment to be? Okay, so I guess he did. We were supposed to? Oh, to be sure, the young gentleman will be able to clear this up in a jiffy. Sorry? Go ahead, you tell the court now, fella. How this is all an elaborate excuse by the desperate Lord Van Zeeks. No, we can't. We have to tell the truth. You have to inspect the seat before this all happened, so no matter what, Ryunosuke would have known about the full and then empty seat before. Gotcha. Okay, that makes sense. Well, Counsel, do you have something to say on this matter? How am I supposed to answer? What can I say about the state of that little compartment under the seat in the omnibus? It wasn't empty. You have to be truthful. Tell the truth. This is the only way to get to the conclusion. We just tell the truth. I really don't know if giving this answer is helping my cause as counsel for the defense. But as far as I remember, at least, when I first examined the compartment, I'm fairly certain there were a number of articles inside it, yes. Are you sure, Counsel? Why does he say the word? It wasn't a huge pause, but your reading has a flow to it, and you just cut it off abruptly. Damn it.
Ara be whist! What are you saying now, you daft da? I thought you were on my side here.
Okay, I'm outie. Night, y'all. Hope you have a good stream. Good night, Lux. I hope you have the rest of the evening. I hope the rest of the evening is good for you. Thank you for stopping by for a third time this month. Maybe we can get a fourth time, but you know, no pressure. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite. I'll see you later. Bye. Have a good stream, Lux. Does Lux stream? Can we give Lux a shout out? Does Lux stream? Give them a shout out. Someone. One of my mods. Anyone. Give them a shout out. What game are you playing? I don't know if Lux streams. Can you do the my regular command shout out? Because then I can see if they've played a game. Your task is to defend League of Legends. Oh, they do stream. Give them a follow. Check them out. I'm gonna check you out later, Lux. Okay. Good night. Bye. Your task is to defend the man in the stand. Why would you say something to compromise his position? As the advocate for the defense in this trial, I confess I'm still not entirely sure where I stand. But it seems to me that I should state what facts I do know as clearly and honestly as possible. Is Van Zeeks being won over by our stellar personality and sense of ethics and morals? Interesting. 'Tis not altogether pleasing, fella. I'm simply telling the truth, Mr. McGriddle. Well, don't forget that you're supposed to be representing my best interests here, lad. Now then. A fellow's memory is a curious thing and not altogether reliable. No, the court must consider the facts. That there cubbyhole under the seat is as empty as the devil's heart, so it is. Do you think perhaps it would be in your best interest to now admit that you might have been mistaken? I have no accent what accent I'm trying to do at this point, but you know, it adds a little bit of flavor to the character. So I guess it'll stick around. Sorry, McChicken, but it's sounding like your best interests are not morally sound. I want to be ethically and morally above board so that maybe Van Zeeks will like me better. Sure, that's what it is. Why? Why do I feel like something's not right here? I should like the jury to weigh in on this matter, I think. That compartment is designed to house equipment used to maintain the smooth running of the carriage. The guild's rules state that omnibuses should be properly and fully equipped at all times, so it certainly wouldn't have been empty on the night in question. Beppo isn't that irresponsible. That money-lending fleecer and the pig purse are lying! I can't believe I was nearly taken in. The stinking rich are always stinkers. Nothing but cowards, the lot of them. What? Oh no. It's a trick. Of course it's a trick. Welcome back, Action Production. I hope you enjoyed your shower. Welcome, welcome. We are now, possibly about to lose this case for our client. Quite so, I must concur here. This lady has changed her vote so many times, I swear to God. With calm, calculated reasoning, one arrives clearly at the truth every time. Yes, but every time a different truth, it seems. How much fire do they have? I see that too. My lord, I humbly exhibit the scales of justice. Clearly, a verdict of not guilty at this time would be wholly inappropriate. Thank you, counsel. But before we proceed any further, there is the matter of the outstanding cross-examination. Counsel for the defense, begin your questioning of the witness, please. Yes, my lord. What just happened? The whole balance of the trial just shifted, almost beyond recognition. The Reaper of the Bailey is at work, it would seem. Alright, so we're gonna press each statement. So, you were already in the omnibus before it even set off on its run. Well, yeah, I mean, what's the point of spending a Joey to make a few bob, eh? That's a rum idea, innit? I suppose she means there's no point spending money to make money. It actually makes sense. Counsel, may I remind you that this girl is a petty thief. Kindly refrain from entertaining her tenants. Well, that does clear up the little mystery of the fares and all.
for 4 paying passengers at 5 pence apiece, making the 20 to which the cabman testified. And 1 little scapegrace riding for free. The red conch of a driver always goes for some grub before his last run, see? So that's when I slip into the carriage and get myself hidden under the seat. Nice and easy, right?
But your hiding place is a storage compartment, full of equipment for the coach, no?
Yeah, there's brushes and buckets and whatnot in there. Hello, Tiny! Welcome in! How are you? Sure. I always check out all that and cram it in a corner somewhere. No one ever seems to bother much.
And yet, according to the report filed by the police officer who arrived first at the scene, the compartment was full of such paraphernalia.
Well, I don't know nothing about that. Like I said, I moved all that stuff out so I could hide under the seat. That's all I can tell ya.
It seems we've reached the end of that line of inquiry. Continue.
How you doing, Tiny? Happy Valentine's Day. I hope you got lots of chocolate, and I hope you're spending it in a fun and wonderful way.
I'm actually really hungry. My 1 bowl of soup was probably not enough.
You know what? I think... Hi, happy Valentine's. Yes, happy Valentine's indeed.
I'm gonna go grab some more soup. I'm gonna take this quick second to like run some ads and grab another bowl, and I will BRB you guys. Be back as soon as I can. Sorry to like jump out when you just came in, but we will be right back. Okay. I'm back. Let's continue.
Hold it!
My soup is sitting and it's nice. It's a good temperature. It's still kind of warm, so I'm just gonna snack on some tortilla chips while it cools down. A waste of time? Why is that? Well, most nights I'm on my own in the god permit God permit at least some of the time. I beg your pardon, did you say God permit? Oh yeah, well that's what my kind call it. You say the omnibus, I suppose. The point is, any normal rum, the carriage ain't got no one in it for a while. And that's when you come out of your hiding place and get away. That's it, only that night. This cove was sat on me seat from the start. And he didn't budge the whole way, did he? Not 1 inch, I was totally stuck. You mean to tell us that you were present in the carriage for the duration? Oops, hit the wrong button. You were under the seat the entire time while the events unfolded in the enclosed cabin. Yeah, right. Right, mister? To be sure, I was as shocked as anyone. You don't expect to lift a cushion you've been sat on and find a child now, do you? So this Miss Lestrade couldn't possibly be the culprit then. Oops, wrong button. I tell ya, you can't see a blind thing in that hiding place. It's pitch in there.
Hold it!
So you couldn't see out into the cabin at all. Not a jot. Most days I push the cushion up with me head and look out the crack. Then I can have a butcher's at who I'm gonna fiddle. I thought you were a pickpocket, not a butcher. I mean, I can have a look. The seat I get under ain't as plush as the other one, see? So most of the time, the passengers plant themselves opposite. But for some reason that night, this here Irishman spent the whole journey right over me head. And for that reason, you weren't able to push the cushion up to peek out. I see. Truth is, I ain't too happy in small dark places. Feels too much like being thrown in the clink. But it's the only place to hide in them carriages, so it's Obson's choice. Why doesn't she just stick to picking people's pockets in the open then? I'd say there's some reason that she's not letting on, judging from her demeanor. So anyways, I was a bit scared, but I had to stick it out under there, nothing else for it. Then after a while, I hear this loud bang nearly jumped out me skin.
Hold it!
When you say a loud bang, do you mean the noise of someone falling to the floor? Could have been, I suppose. I don't remember so well. Point is, it made me jump. You let out a scream involuntarily. That's right. And then I felt the cushion over me head get lighter all of a sudden. Presumably when the defendant got up in order to help the victim. Yes. Or not. It could equally have been the moment the accused stood in order to stab his victim. Could it not? Well, girl, did you see what happened at the crucial moment? Yeah, I saw it. I pushed up the cushion and had a quick butcher's while I had the chance, didn't I? The Irishman was sitting up the bloke what had fallen on the floor on the seat opposite. This accent is so difficult, I don't understand. That matches Mr. McGriddle's account, of course. But then, the fella suddenly turns and looks right at me. I sunk back down again, but it was too late by then. I should never have risked looking. It's because of that the swell found me. It did help me get away, mind. And when Mr. McGriddle discovered you, he pulled you out from your hiding place. I was scared stiff, I was. He dragged me out, sat me down on the seat and all. Next to the victim, Mr. Mason. Yeah, the bloke had a knife in his guts. He was still bleeding. And the carriage lurched a bit and he ended up falling onto me. Ugh, how awful. Both me hands got covered in blood. It made me sick as a dog. Both her hands covered in blood. That must be what the rooftop passengers saw. After that, I believe you talked with Mr. McGriddle for a while, is that correct? He asked me some stuff.
Wanted to know me name and what I was up to and that. Then I heard something from up above. Someone screamed. Yes, Mr. First on the roof deck, one would presume. Well, I didn't want no one seeing me face, so I didn't look up. Then the horses were drawn up smartish, and this here Irishman says to me, "Get back under the seat. I'll see that you can get away later." All 6 members of the jury had decided the defendant was innocent. For one brief shining moment, yes. It's clear that they are all still very unsure. If we could just find some conclusive piece of evidence among this new testimony, I'm sure we would clinch the verdict we want. Yes, I think you're right, and I have this niggling feeling. Something's bothering me, but I just can't quite put my finger on it. Something's bothering him. So that's the autopsy. Crime scene photo. These are the gloves. Just has the one blood stain. We've already looked inside. And it's empty. The M or a W. Can we see the thing? Didn't it unsheath itself? Is there anything that I can like use to open this? No? Oh, there it is. Okay. So I mean, is there anything? Okay, so we've already gotten that dialogue. Otherwise it wouldn't let me speed through it, I think. Nope. Okay, that's just the same dialogue. Wait, is there anything else in here? I mean, aside from that banker's name, was there another name? Is Gina's name in here, or anyone with Lestrade's name? Wait. How do I open this? How do I see more? Is there like no way for us to like actually detail, like read this in detail? No, I guess not. Okay, snuck into the carriage. Nothing to show. Can't see a blind thing. After a while, I hear this loud bang, scream. If this game doesn't let you see more, then it wasn't as important as you think. What is missing? Before they hooked up the horses. Nothing to show for my troubles. You can't see anything in that hiding place. Hear this loud bang. So he had fallen and died before the both of them realized? Because of that, McGilded found her. Okay, wait, I don't understand. What evidence contradicts that?
Internal hemorrhaging. Stabbed once in the abdomen. Buttons missing. Is there anything I can examine in here? Not really. Old crooked hat. I don't know. I've pressed every statement. Hold on. I'm gonna eat some of my soup while I think about this. So I've pressed every statement. There's not really any evidence I can present. At least not that I can think of. She didn't steal anything because she couldn't, because she was stuck underneath the seat, right? But why does Ryunosuke say there's something that's niggling at his brain? It's dark in the compartment. Can we look inside the bus again? Let's just look inside. What will we find when we look inside this bus? Okay. There's like nothing. This was full of stuff before. This had stuff in it before. She would have peeked out and saw him. There's really nothing else in here. What did this loud bang mean again? Hold on. Could have been... Okay. Could have been when he stabbed him. She didn't really see anything. Sitting up because the guy across the sea had fallen. Okay, so he noticed, turned around, and looked at her. Okay. I don't know what we can present. What does he say? I have this niggling feeling. Something's bothering me, but I just can't quite put my finger on it. We have autopsy report, the photo, the gloves, the bus, the knife. We also stopped, right? Am I missing anything? No. I can't look at people profiles, so it's not a person I have to present either. She doesn't really talk about the body either. She only talks about McGilden finding her. I mean, she talks about, like, there's a noise, but she doesn't get a good look at the body, I guess. She doesn't say anything about it. Hmm. Face is obscured. I feel like that's a weird word. And it keeps saying, like, from above, too, you couldn't really see the faces of the passengers down below because of their hats. Just one blood stain. Wait, hold on. What does, she's not to say again. Excuse me. She says they decided the defendant was innocent. And then it's clear they are still very unsure. If we could just find some conclusive piece of evidence among this new testimony, I'm sure we would clinch the verdict we want. A niggling feeling. Before they hooked up the horses. Did you press the statements again? Oh, I guess.
Hold it!
She was in there before it had gone. She doesn't pay because she wants to make money. Okay, the fares are all even. She slips into the carriage when he's eating. Brushes and buckets. She takes it out and puts it in a corner. There was stuff inside. I don't know nothing about that. Like I said, I moved all that stuff out so I could hide in their seat. That's all I can tell you. And McGilden hasn't, like, responded to anything. At least that I could see.
Hold it!
Waste of time. In the God Pyramid, at least some of the time. Carriage ain't got no one in it for a while. McGilded was sitting on top. Under the seat. He said yes. Okay. Couldn't possibly be the culprit. See a blind thing in that hiding place. It's pitch dark in there. Not a jot. Push the cushion, look at the crack. Excuse me. Not a butcher. Passengers plant themselves opposite. He still hasn't responded to anything, but for some reason that night spent the whole journey over her head. She couldn't peek out.
Well, no.
Okay. Pursue.
Excuse me.
Okay. Ooh, why didn't that happen the first time? Is something wrong, Mr. McGilden? Oh, I do apologize. Was there something the matter, counselor? I'm just wondering if Miss Lestrade's last comment made something occur to you, perhaps. You seem to be thinking something to yourself.
Oh, no, 'twas nothing important. I was feeling bad for the poor lass is all. I remember feeling desperate myself as a young lad shut up in the dark. 'Twas terrifying, so it was. I see, yes, I'm sure we can all sympathize. I'm still scared of the dark now. Aye. Hello, Time! Cowabunga, how are you? Good evening, and thank you, Show, for telling me to press the statements again. Sometimes this game is like that. And you have to press more than once for all info. I forget to do that and then present evidence at the wrong time and get punished. Oh no. That's so weird that they would do it like that though. Cause like, you would never think you need to press something twice. Aye, and I don't know about yourself, but I find that the darkness seems to make everything you hear seem that much louder as well. Yeah, I suppose it does, maybe. Miss Lestrade, did you hear something that night? Anything? An unusual noise, perhaps? Whoops. Nah, not really. All I could hear was the Irishman snoring. The jabbers, there's no need to tell the whole world of me foibles, you little scamp. What a pity. If only Miss Lestrade had heard something, it might have given us a vital new clue. Yes. What should we make of that last statement of hers? It's profoundly important, maybe? My lord, I believe the statement just made by the witness is profoundly important. Profoundly important, but all she said was that she heard nothing. It's tricky like that. I remember in the crossover game, there was one time you can press someone during a testimony, and the correct thing to do was not press the exclamation point and continue listening to the testimony. Made me so mad. What? That would make me pissed off, especially if it was a mechanic that you were used to pressing. Oh my goodness. Yes, which is the profoundly important point. I'm almost sure of it. I'm almost sure that I don't understand the inner workings of your Eastern Mind Council. Nevertheless. Miss Gina Lestrade, you will supplement your formal testimony by repeating that last statement, please. What? Supplement? What are you on about? Don't give me all that fancy talk. I know what you're trying to do. Well, it won't work on me. That's right. Insult the judge. Always a good move. Fantastic. Okay, I was straining my ears to work out what was going on, but all I could hear was snoring. Do I press this one? So you were straining to hear what was happening the entire time, since the moment you hid yourself. Not exactly, no. Time, thank you for all the ever marches. Sorry? Well, there was no one in the cabin to start with. I could just push the cushion up and have a butcher's to see what was what. But then, when I saw this swell getting on, I got me head down so he didn't notice me. And Mr. McGriddle sat on the seat under which you were hiding, correct? Yeah. Would you Adam and Eve it? What a mug. So then all I could do was listen. I was waiting to jump out of there as soon as I heard him leave, see? But would he? Not likely. Even though we stopped here and there, I never heard the door open. Arm the army. So I just had to stay put and listen to him driving his pigs to market, snoring like an old dog he was. Are there any conclusions we can draw from that? I wonder. I feel like it doesn't add up, does it? Are we supposed to continue this line of questioning
the fact that he could not, Mr. Mason could not have fallen if it wasn't either one of them. Mr. Lestrade, what you have just told the court is clearly at odds with the facts. Oh, because Mr. Mason would have gotten on. At odds? Are you sure, man? Absolutely. It seems my learned Nipponese friend is not as dull-witted as I feared. So Van Zieks realized it too. What did we realize? Counsel! I must insist that you bolster your claim with evidence, or some complicit party's name at the very least. Yes, my lord. I expect you to demonstrate this alleged contradiction to the court. According to Miss Lestrade, while she was hiding in the omnibus that night, she heard nothing but the sound of Mr. McGilty snoring. But think, Ryunosuke, think. There's something else she should have heard. Show a person. It would have been Mr. Mason, right? Allow me to elaborate on a particular sound that Miss Lestrade could not have failed to hear on the night in question. The sound very clearly explained by the presence of the following person. Oh, here he is.
Take that!
Bryce fired Mason. Yes, my lord. The sound that Miss Lestrade cannot have failed to hear is that of the victim, Mr. Mason, boarding the omnibus. Order! Order! Explain your reasoning, counsel. Do we have to? He was in the bus, and he died. Miss Lestrade, allow me to confirm something. You claimed earlier that you were the first person on board the omnibus, is that correct? Yeah, of course I was. I got on while the driver was in the pub, didn't I? And the next person to board the omnibus was Mr. McGriddle. That it was. Not a soul was in the cabin when I climbed aboard. At least, not in plain sight. So you were, to all intents and purposes, alone in the enclosed cabin of the omnibus at that time. Did I not just say as much? I wasn't traveling with anyone else, if that's what you mean. Yeah, I saw him get on, remember? Through the crack under the seat cushion. He was on his own for sure. And from what we've heard, the carriage made a number of stops after that on its onward journey. During which time, did you not hear the door opening or closing at all? Nah, I never heard it. That's exactly what I was listening for, weren't it? Waiting for this swell to leave? In which case, when and how did the victim end up in the carriage? We know that the victim collapsed inside the enclosed cabin of the omnibus. Therefore, Miss Lestrade's statement about what she did or did not hear is at odds with the facts. Yes, that petty thief's statement was clearly flawed. Lord Van Zieks. Yes, he knew. He knew all too well that there was an inconsistency in Miss Lestrade's statement. It would seem words of thanks are in order for my learned friend. What are you talking about? You have demonstrated matters impeccably. Well, if you knew, why couldn't you help us out, Van Zieks? Surely, you would tell us. Something like this. This witness and her colorful statements are entirely unreliable. Her words are convenient untruths, nothing more. Uh-oh. Old lady's gonna change her vote. Uh-oh. She didn't even say anything. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, I was having internet issues. Oh, no worries, Goon. You just missed me being really confused about, us not being able to proceed. But we got over that hump. And now I'm just eating some more soup. I'll be done in like 2 seconds. How is this hard? What else is new? True, Goon. Are your internet issues, have they been resolved? Is it better now?
I didn't want to judge the dear little mite just because she has some rather naughty ways. But I must say, I can't abide liars.
And neither can I. Mr. Foreman! I didn't want to judge the girl just because she has some less than salubrious ways, but I must say, I cannot abide liars. Uh-oh. Ugh.
Mr. Naruhodo, that's 5 jury members leaning towards guilty.
Well, your consideration for others is refreshing, my Nipponese friend. Trying to convince them is gonna be harder than I thought. I mean, it's all part of the game, right? We lose some, we win some. To the considerable troubles you have spared me. Whoa, hold up. Just because she lied doesn't mean the jury needs to change the decision. It's true. Her lying has no bearing on whether or not McGriddle is guilty, no? Yes, very refreshing. Ah! What are you playing at? Oops, there was a bone piece. Weird. Have you forgotten who you're working for, you useless Eastern Abaddon? Oh god. This is carnage! It's perfect! Juror number 2 is the only one left. Okay, sorry, I'm done with my soup.
Mr. Naruhodo, the way this is going.
I know, if we can't find some new way to convince everyone of Mr. McGilded's innocence, the judge will rule and we'll have lost. I very much want to believe the words of one of London's most respected gentlemen, but those of us in service know we must accept hard truths. Uh-oh.
Hold it!
Yes, the witness's last statement seems to have revealed a critical inconsistency in her story. However, if we consider the possibility that her statement is in fact the truth, it may shed an entirely new light on this whole case. Okay, calm down now, McChicken. Cussing us out isn't going to make us want to help you. We're supposed to be your lawyers. Please give us a break. No one wanted to help you in the first place, and we came in pro bono, arms flying, okay? Why is juror number 3 here? I mean, look at him. He looks like a guy who committed murder. Cloudy, hello, good morning. Oh my god, Ace Attorney. Yes, we are playing Ace Attorney. This was a game redeemed by Inside Out, which I am enjoying very much. Counsel! I'm sorry, sir? Whatever do you mean? Counsel, I will not tolerate you attempting to prorogue my education. Explain yourself at once. The meme game I absolutely adore. I also love this game. Like, this franchise as a whole is just so, like, fun. When the accused boarded the omnibus on the night in question, the victim was nowhere to be seen. Subsequently, the carriage door was not heard opening a single time, as testified by the witness in the stand. And yet the victim's body was found inside the carriage. If this petty thief's words are to be believed, how do you explain the victim's miraculous appearance inside the cabin of the omnibus? Glimmerous Fop is my favorite insult from this series. There's only one way to explain how the victim came to be inside the carriage. He could not have been there already. Could he? Did she lie about him not being in the carriage? Were they working together? Clearly, he was in there already from beforehand. Oh, that's not right. I don't think that's right. Tell me, my learned friend, what was the function of that clearly in your last sentence? Huh? Well said, Lord Van Zeeks. The clearly is troubling me also. No, that's really not the point. The point is that the victim must have been in the carriage from beforehand. Then answer me this. By beforehand, to what specific point in time are you referring? Oh my goodness. Hello, welcome in, Raiders. Jin, hello. Thank you so much for the raid. Appreciate it. Thank you. How are you guys? Thank you for the resubscribe, Gunny, Roomba Raid. Also, happy 11-month anniversary. Thank you. How was your collab today? You were playing Super Robot Wars W. Guys, let's give our friend Jin a warm welcome here. Let me go to this screen. 1 second. Let me find where your stream was. It was this one. Okay. Let me move. I know this is a silly franchise, but moments like this gives me heart pounds. It is quite exciting when it gets to this point. Okay, so I do need to mute this game so that the music doesn't play when I show the screen. This one? Yes. All right, let's see. Let's take a look here. Isn't this art adorable, you guys? Jin was playing some a game with Gunny, as you can see.
Who knows how long I would have had to look at his face, but if you had not been there.
So many Roombas.
Think nothing of it, Admiral Misamaru. But may I ask, what is your take on the Nadesco?
You know the best part, and I need to show this to you at some point, Gunny?
What?
But, so like, in the proper, like the original, like, Japanese disco, they have a whole UN meeting about the situation, and it's entirely composed of English.
Composed of what?
English.
English?
English.
You
English? So it's like
you spent your anniversary with Jin.
Japanese
Gunny.
version, which is the usual version, right? Because that's what it was made for.
Yeah.
They had the meeting be done in English.
Don't leave, Gunny. Stay here. What are you doing? Come back.
And its front center is like this giant. It's like this giant black like admiral.
Oh, great.
Again, this is her link, you guys, if you want to check her out.
English.
Thank you again so much for the raid, Jin. I appreciate it. Raiders, if you don't know who I am, my name is Princess. I am a variety streamer here on Twitch. Why isn't my music going? Okay, there it is. I'm a variety streamer here on Twitch. I play games like Jump King, and I mean today we're playing Great Ace Attorney. We started this, well, I want to say, what, like 3-4 weeks ago? Wow, has it been a month already since we started this game? Kind of, because I think Inside Out redeemed this right around the new year. Like a little bit before, and then I had to like schedule it. Yeah, wow, it's been a month. We're just like very slowly inching our way through this game. Maybe I should play less games and play only play only Great Ace Attorney so we can get through this, because we are only on what, like the second real trial, because the first one is always like a gimme, right? And then the first one was on the boat, and now this one. Interesting. SRW is like half visual novel, half best strat game ever. It'd be better without mechas. I don't play any strategy games, so I wouldn't know. There's only 5 cases per game, so you're halfway done. Oh wait, really? Okay, never mind. I don't have to accelerate my schedule of this game. We can just continue to play once a week. That should be good enough. Until I get to a point where it's too exciting and I need to play it right now, you know? But welcome in, you guys. Happy Valentine's Day. I hope you guys had a good one. Tell me, guys, what did you guys do today? Did you guys buy chocolate? Did you eat out? Did you make food at home? I just made chicken tortilla soup at home. Oh, you know. I just made a goof here, so I'm about to lose a point. Worked overtime. Oh no. I shall have to penalize the defense heavily for this irrelevant rambling. Wait, so... Evidently not heavy enough, judging from those Nipponi's eyes. So I ask you again. If this petty thief's words are to be believed, how do you explain the victim's miraculous appearance inside the cabin of the omnibus? Yeah, halfway. Although the last 2 cases might feel longer because of the alternating in court and investigation parts. That makes sense. I feel like that's very much like Great Ace Attorney style, is breaking for investigating and then coming back to court. Okay, there's only one way to explain how the victim came to be inside the carriage. Okay, wait, so, he was put there after he died? But how? There's another entrance? Maybe there's another there wasn't. With the skylight? There's no way there was another entrance into this bus. Sorry. Oh, is that a latch? You can see inside the carriage. There's a lamp in the enclosed cabin. Been able to see quite clearly. Blurs you. Oh, thanks. Was he dropped in? Oh wait, door here. Okay. Okay, so let's open the door. Let's go inside. There's no way. It looks like it's can't open. Quite a large skylight. Doesn't appear to be a handle or catch. Can't be opened from inside. What if he died and he got dropped down into the thing? And that means that Mr. Fairplay and Mr. First are actually the guilty ones. Because okay, but there was a latch on the outside. This is the latch. They said it couldn't be opened from the inside, but because he was sleeping, he didn't notice. And the only time they noticed it was... he was put there after he died. Which one? I feel like both of them could work. He was put there after he died. Can I say that? Cause he was stabbed. He was probably stabbed and then... Also, my game is another short one. Kurno, I appreciate you throwing me these low balls. Should only be 5-ish hours. I'll see if I can set it aside for like a weekend or something. Maybe save in case you are wrong. Oh, true. I can do that. Save. You know, I never actually did this when I was playing when I was playing regular Ace Attorney. series, I never saved and I just redid stuff. Now I see why saving is important. Okay. Save scum. What's save scumming? I don't know what that means. He was put there after he died. There's another entrance. I think he was put there after he died. Obviously, the victim must have been placed in the carriage after he was killed. Tell me, my learned friend, what was the function of that obviously in your last sentence? Well, Lord Van Zeeks, the obviously is troubling to me also. Really not the point. I was also like that when I first got into the series, and I learned the error of my ways the hard way. It's just saving a lot so you can cheese your way through. Oh, I see. Then answer me this. How could a cadaver have been placed inside a moving carriage? There's a fucking... Okay, so we had to... Okay. Okay, I see. Okay, okay, okay. We're gonna load. Okay, okay, okay. So... There's another entrance. Why is it so hard? If the door wasn't opened even once, the only explanation is that the victim entered the enclosed cabin some other way. Wait, are we just gonna lose all our points? I wondered what new fantasy you would come up with in your blind panic. But behold, the omnibus is here for all to see. Look at the top! Look at the top! Look at the top! Only one side of the enclosed cabin is furnished with a door. The other only has windows. Fixed windows which cannot possibly open. In short, there is no entrance to the cabin other than the door. But there could be. There's one possibility you haven't considered. Oh, really? Yes, one other way inside that isn't the door. Another opening, the use of which allowed the victim to appear inside the enclosed cabin. Okay. The defense will identify the location for the court. Where on earth is this entrance by which you propose the victim entered the cabin? It had to have been right here. Present. It's just magic. The answer is obvious. It can only have been the skylight, which now points the finger not at my client, but at Mr. Bruce Fairplay and Ladies First. I say, the skylight. Oh my god, I'm a genius. I'm a genius. Your ludicrous proposal almost has me lost for words. However, the skylight may well be large enough for someone to pass through. So you claim. But do you have a shred of evidence to support your addle-brained theory? No. Both Mr. McGilded and Miss Lestrade said the same in their testimonies. They each claimed to have heard a loud thud, such as the noise made by someone falling to the floor. Yes, which has already been explained, as the sound of the victim falling from his seat having been assaulted with the dagger. Yes, it has, but... Oh, by the way, you guys, pre-roll ads are on. So I'm gonna run 1:30 ads. So I'll see you guys when you get back from the ads. Hopefully it's not long, but see you! We were just thrown in the case. We were! He just asked us to defend him and we're just thrown into this willy-nilly. Yes, it has, but... Oh my goodness. Jin, thank you for gifting Alan a sub. I appreciate it. Thank you so, so much. Wow, 140. That number just keeps climbing. I appreciate it. Thank you, Jin. I love you. Happy Valentine's Day. Would a man slipping from the seat onto the floor really have made such a loud noise as the witnesses describe? I would simply subscribe if I did not want to see the ads. See? Right? You should convince everyone else to, you know, continue subscribing to my channel. You'll miss all the cool parts if you don't subscribe. What if you miss me jumping to the babe, you guys? The important babe. We avoiding ads? We are. Princess only wants your love monetarily. No, I want you to be here for all of my cool moments like jumping to the babe and solving mysteries. A noise loud enough to cause Miss Lestrade to let out an involuntary cry. In fact, for the price of one venti cup of coffee at Starbucks, you too can make a dog-turned-girl happy for 1 month. Good gracious! Perhaps, in fact, that was the moment that the victim made his entrance into the cabin. No, let me rephrase that. The victor didn't enter the cabin as such. He fell into
Objection!
it. You're now suggesting that the victim fell from the skylight into the cabin. That's simply impossible. How can you be so sure? Because if the victim had fallen inside through the skylight, as you say, the passengers on the roof deck would have seen it happen. And yet, not one person made mention of such events in their testimony because they're both in on it. Well, yes, that's true, but... Thank you for the head pat, Chick Inu. How are you? Happy Valentine's Day. Welcome in.
Might a humble fellow make a wee comment here?
Mr. McGriddle.
To be sure now, the two fellas who were sat on the roof testified afore. Said nothing of the victim falling through the skylight. But it seems to me, my lord, that 'tis not so much a case of them not saying, but... Aye. 'Tis a case of them being unable to say.
These games taught me, if I ever end up in court in Japan, to slam the table really loudly and scream objection. These games have taught me that it's never the defendant that is guilty, and it's always one of the witnesses. So, you know. Happy V-Day. I'm doing good. Getting a little sleepy, so I might just be lurking and stuff. I don't know. No worries, Chick Inu. Please, if you need rest, get some rest. I really am happy that you decided to stop by today, but by no means feel obligated to stay. I appreciate that you stopped by, but if you need to get rest, get rest. Sometimes it's even the prosecutor. Hello, Wonder Waffle. Welcome in. How are you? Happy Valentine's Day. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. Thanks for coming in. How's stream going? Stream is going good. We solved one puzzle today. You know, it's been successful. What?
I think perhaps the two fellas do be having something of a compelling reason not to mention what happened. Would yous not agree, fine ladies and gentlemen of the jury?
BTW, it was nice meeting you through Mayflex. It was. I am sad that she's graduated, but I'm so happy that she's introduced me to so many of you guys. And whether or not you decide to, you know, continue to come join us, I'm really happy that you guys came in and supported May and followed through on the raid. And I hope that, you know, I hope that you like it here enough to stick around and come in. But if not, you know, I hope that you are successful in wherever you decide to find your new home. Tiny, thank you for the fetch. Toybone, Gov, thank you. Also, you keep throwing stuff at me. You said it was someone last time of streaming, right? Yes, it was May's last stream. Chippy, thank you for the Toybone. Attack? No, no attack, please. No, please stop. I'm bullying you. Because why wouldn't people enjoy watching you? Oh, okay. I mean, it's not... Okay, wow. It's a lot of toy bones. Maybe not everyone wants to hang out here. Maybe it's not their jam. I get it. There's a lot of bones. It is a lot of bones. Hello, Creed. How are you? Welcome in. Oh, my goodness, surely not. Those two chaps on the roof?
You mean the ones who stuck that knife in the man were...
Thanks for the box, Tiny! Doing great. Good. Did you do anything fun for Valentine's with your fiance?
Ah! Hold it!
Who screamed that? Oh.
Just what exactly are you insinuating here, you blitherer? You rotter, he said! You rotter, what are you insinuating? This is a flaming outrage! I've a good mind to give you a blinker in a minute. He'll give you a shiner in a minute, he said. So will I.
Mr. Fairplay.
You're effectively accusing me, a city gentleman and well-respected banker. And me, a very angry hatter. Suggesting that someone like me could have stabbed that man in the guts, it's a disgrace, it's scandalous, I protest in the strongest possible terms. That's right, I protest too, about you, you rotten scoundrel. Lady First is to work.
He is. Something is happening over there.
Order! Order!
This is not the time, witnesses. I will not permit this wanton invasion of the stand.
Return to the anteroom at once. But this is beyond reason, my lord. It's outrageous.
Wonton? I'm hungry now. I just had my bowl of soup, but I want some wontons now. He was a wonton.
Soup. It's very hurtful, you know.
My lord, if I may comment.
Go ahead, Lord Van Zeeks.
It was the defense that incited this outburst from the witnesses. My learned friend has seen fit to abandon all protocol and accuse the witnesses without proof. Accuse? Okay, I have to sleep for work. Sorry to throw bones and run. Have a great night. No worries, Tiny. I hope you have a good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite. Thank you so much for coming in. I really appreciate it. You know, you came in at the beginning, hung out, lurked in the background. I appreciate you. Good night, good night. Sweet dreams. It seems, young Nipponese, that your command of the English tongue is wanting. You proposed to this court that the victim fell through the skylight from the roof deck of the omnibus. That hypothesis cannot possibly stand without the rooftop passengers being aware of the events. You have branded these gentlemen liars. You have intimated their criminal guilt. In our British courts of law, that is what is termed a baseless accusation. I know I was rash to put this idea forward without any actual evidence, but you can't just dismiss it without a second thought.
What are we wasting time for? Get them to testify.
I thought there was something fishy about that hat from the moment I laid eyes on the fellow. We have to see this matter through now, one way or another. If there's filth and rubbish in our midst, we must dispose of it at once.
Testify! Testify!
What's happening, Mr. Naruhodo?
The spectators in the public gallery they're in a complete frenzy. Mr. Fairplay and Mr. First. My lord? You will take the stand again and make another formal testimony in reference to the indictment brought by the defense. Yes, my lord.
I didn't come here for this.
There's no time to think this through. All I can do is keeping pushing forward. Wow, that's who was supposed to proofread this? Excuse? Is it still Capcom? Capcom, hello? Hello, someone tweet at Capcom. 2 minutes and 2 hours and 30 nope, yes, 2 hours and 31 minutes into the VOD. We have a grammar error. English is not my first language. Capcom are not good spell checkers, huh? Alright. We were the only 2 people up on that roof deck, dead or alive, I can swear to that. If anything had happened where we were sitting, don't you think one or the other of us would have noticed? I mean, so some aren't some of us, but wow, just Miguel's face looks like he's thinking, all according to Keikaku. Ah, they have fallen for my trap. This is all according to my Keikaku. My Keikaku. In any case, neither of us know the first thing about the victim. We had no reason to kill the man. The skylight was shut the entire time, I tell you. We couldn't possibly have opened it. If you're so sure the victim fell through the skylight, where's your proof? I must say that on listening to this testimony, it is somewhat hard to imagine. How either witness could have performed any malevolent act on this open rooftop deck without the other noticing forthwith. They're in on it together. Oh my goodness. Hello? Oh my goodness. Hello, Raiders. Welcome in. How are you? Welcome, welcome. Sorry, let me just move over. Let me mute this so that I can welcome you into my stream. How are you, Mickey? Thank you so much for the raid. Guys, can we give a warm welcome passing through? Let me give you a shout out. Oh, thank you. How was your stream? What were you playing? Unpacking. Mickey, I'm actually gonna be playing Unpacking. Wrong copy paste, no worries. Hello, Arts. How was Unpacking stream? Oh my god, let's take a peek, you guys. Let's look at what Unpacking looks like. I also was lurking in Mickey's stream, so let me just find that tab so that we can go back. You were super stressed? It's a stressful game? What do you mean it's stressful? I thought it was supposed to be just like a puzzle game. Wait, is this the wrong stream? Open, take item place. Got several things I can yeet at the stress. Why do they not label their boxes? Oh, I see. Alright guys, this is Mickey's stream here. Let me show you. She is a Silver Fox VTuber, I believe. Very, very adorable. She also plays horror. I have not caught any of her horror streams. As you guys know, I'm not good when it comes to horror. But let's take a look here. All your stream tags are for the baking stream still? Oops! I did not change my stream tags. Whoopsie doopsie. We are definitely baking cookies right now, you guys. The unpacking stuff is at the latter half. Okay, let's take a look here. Let's look at this. Oh, it's so cute. I love it.
There's a chickie.
That's not too bad. I think I could play this game. Oh, why is there so many things? Oh, I see. There's a lot of boxes.
What are these things?
I was balding at the end. Oh no, we could sense her anger. Did it get really bad? Purposely putting things in the wrong place just to irritate chat.
I think this is like for the kids.
Quite an interesting way to tell a story. Try to check the end. Okay, hold on 1 second. Let me fast forward. Oh, there's the kitchen. Is this the kitchen? Oh. Wow, you have stuff everywhere. Kitchen. What are there?
Chowking delivery.
so many things.
Oh no, parang masarap nga yung burger steak.
There's like no space in the counter.
Guys, wait. Parang masarap nga mag-burger steak. Oh no.
Also, Mickey is multilingual, you guys. You're Filipino, right? You speak, is it Tagalog? I found a freaking globe in the kitchen box. Oh, look, it's a poop magnet. I want a poop magnet. When did that globe? Why? Why? Oh no, why is there so many things? Happy Valentine's Day, by the way. Welcome in, you guys.
Bottles wherever I can put
Just
them.
saying it all out. Actually, I want to say this is not unlike how I unpack when I'm moving house. I literally will pack things up. Of course, I'll label them, right? But like, I will open it up and then put everything on the floor and find a place for it later. Oh, the only Tagalog I know, I think, is kuya for older brother, and ate is ate like a older sister. Actually told chat there should be a game called Pact and teach people to pack stuff properly. That's just Tetris, Mickey. that's just Tetris. So people who play Unpacked will have a better time. Anyways, you guys, welcome into stream. Thank you again, Mickey, for raiding and introducing your community to me. For those of you who don't know, my name is Princess. I'm a variety streamer here on Twitch. I play a lot of Jump King, which is actually how I met Mickey. It was really funny. I think, so she had raided in, she was playing Jump King, I was playing Jump King. I think I was playing like one of the custom maps. And then I finished Jump King around the time that she started stream again. And then the same, like in the same stream that I got raided by her, I think I sent the raid to her. I think that's how that went. Because like, you were kind of playing Jump King a lot that first week or so. But yeah, welcome. Today we're playing Great Ace Attorney, which is a game redeem by one of the viewers Inside Out. If you guys want to watch me play Unpacking, our friend Chronogon there redeemed the game today, actually. So I will probably be scheduling an Unpacking stream next week. Oh lordy, not Jump King. I love Jump King Steam. It's so fun. Jump King is such a great game. I love it so much. Me, just finished molding JK. You. Oh, Miki, hi. Jumps to her doom. Me, panics. And then for me, I'm just like, no, it's okay. Don't worry about it. We'll make that back up in no time. Never tried it, but I don't think I could play it. Oh, Okaji, hello. No, we were just introducing our friend Mickey here. She just sent us a raid in, but we are still playing Great Ace Attorney, so I'm gonna actually jump back over to that. We have some people testifying that they didn't see a crime happen, but I think they're lying. I definitely think they saw a crime. How are you doing? Happy Valentine's Day. Welcome, welcome. That's right, you see. We're innocent, I tell you. Although logically, of course, the argument falls down if the two of you were in collusion with one another. What? What in the heck was that one dude doing? As Inside Out put it. Oh yes, this is the ancestor one. Mr. First was twerking his booty. Crimes! There's lots of crimes happening. According to investigations by Scotland Yard, the two witnesses share no common dealings. Ha! Well, I don't trust coppers any more than I trust the stinking witch! He looked like he was trying to dance/throw hands. He definitely wants to take this outside and maybe beat us up, because we are accusing him of lying and possibly murdering someone, so, you know. Something doesn't feel right here. The trial is going in our favor, really. So why do I feel so uneasy? Counsel for the defense, over to you. Your cross-examination, please. Oh, yes, my lord. All right, let's press every statement and see what happens. How many are there? 5, okay.
Hold it!
So, at no time did the victim, Mr. Mason, climb up to join you on the roof deck. Absolutely not, Dickon. No question about it, he said. None at all. Oh, but yes, of course, I remember seeing them both. I saw the victim inside the enclosed cabin, talking with this man here. Is this true, Mr. McGilded? Dear me, my lord, at the risk of repeating myself, I boarded the omnibus alone and nodded off inside almost immediately. That's an outright lie! Without doubt you were engaged in... Let me stop you there, fella, and ask. Do you have any evidence at all? At all? Don't endorse crimes with my emo. But that's everyone's emote for crimes, goon. Tis all about evidence in the courts these days, so it is. You do well to remember that. Ugh! I saw you with my own eyes! This is going so well. If anything had happened where we were sitting, don't you think one of us or the other of us would have noticed? Well, it was on the final run of the omnibus at past 10 o'clock in the evening. Crimes! It would certainly have been quite dark. Perhaps too dark to see clearly? Is this some kind of a lark? Is this some kind of a joke, he said? Is that what this is? Or perhaps one or the other of you fell asleep briefly. Are you fair dinkum, sir? Are you serious, sir? Are you JK or are you serious right now? That's what he said. It's impossible, I tell you. I'd give you the keys to the vault if you could fall asleep in that bitter cold. And if you did manage it, your eyelids would freeze shut and you'd never open them again. Are you J or serious? That's extreme. It was extreme, I tell you. And we had to put up with it because this man had locked the door. Any true gent would have unlocked it and let me in when I knocked. I'm dreadfully sorry about that, young fella. But you see, I was away with the fairies and I didn't hear ye at all. That's a lie! I saw you through the glass. You were talking to someone. Now, 'twas a cold night, so it was. People do be seeing things that aren't real in the cold. It is hardly surprising. Seeing things? Seeing things? So was he alone or wasn't he? Or was he talking to the girl? Before they heard the body. I believe we have reached an impasse here on this particular point. Ugh, you! Don't take it personally now, lad. If I'm a suspect in this case, it is only fair that you and the other fiend are too. Open and free competition is what a capitalist society is all about. This isn't a competition I should like to be involved in, really. In any case, neither of us know the first thing about the victim. We had no reason to kill the man. Oops, wait, hold on, go back. I was supposed to press this one.
Hold it!
So, you had never met Mr. Thrice-Fired Mason before? Oh, Lummy, no, not once, never. He never met the man before, he said, never. And you, Mr. Furs, had no prior dealings with the victim either? See, Furs looks like he's trying to get ready to fight someone. He just keeps repeating what Mr. Fairplay is saying, which is hilarious. Like he doesn't have a thought for himself. That's right, sir. Hatters don't have much to do with brickmakers, to be perfectly honest, sir. No, I imagine not.
You see, how many different ways can I put this? Neither of us have the remotest connection to the gentlemen who were inside the cabin.
Oh, pursue.
Excuse me.
Why are you saying that? Why are you laughing? Mr. McGriddle.
Yes, Counsel, what can I be doing for you? No thoughts head empty, just throw down.
Did the witness's last statement give you pause for thought somehow?
Not the remotest connection. Is that right now, I wonder?
What are you insinuating now?
Ah, Mr. Fairplay, 'tas been too long, so it has. Huh? If I'm not very much mistaken, I believe 'tis fast approaching, is it not, your repayment date?
I beg your pardon?
You borrowed 20 guineas from me, sir.
At an unconscionable rate of interest. You tricked me. It's extortion.
Well, now, is that a touch of begrudgery, is it? The sort of begrudgery that might motivate a fella to pass his crimes off on another.
Ugh!
And young Mr. First.
Me, sir? What do you want with me, sir?
You do be making hats for a living, do you not? That there top hat lying about on your head. Is that one of your own creations, is it?
Wait! His hat! It's kind of patchy.
Was it made by Mr. First? Anyways, okay, sorry, continuing on.
Oh, well, I'm just an apprentice, you understand. I'm learning to find the perfect fit for whatever fine gent walks through the door.
The perfect fit, is it? Well, 'tis a very distinctive design, so it is.
Many customers like it, I tell you. They like a distinctive touch.
Customers? Such as thrice-fired Mason.
Ah!
There was a photographic print of the victim submitted as evidence afore, my lord.
Oh, this you mean.
I can't help thinking that the poor fella's hat looks distinctly familiar, wouldn't you say?
Oh! That's one of my hats!
Aye, that it is, so it would seem the brickmaker was a customer of yours. The sort of customer, I'd wager, you could have had a wee quarrel with over distinctiveness of the goods.
Oh, no, sir. Absolutely not, sir.
Well, there's really nothing more to add. It wouldn't be right to say that the two fellas here haven't the remotest connection to the victim, you see.
Mr. McGriddle doing a better job defending himself than we were. Very true. He definitely is drawing the lines and connecting everything for us.
I rest my case.
You little weasel! Ha!
He's better at this than I am.
Gosh, Mr. McGriddle has certainly been thorough in his research, hasn't he?
Oh, pre-roll ads are about to come off, so I'm gonna run an ad, a minute 30 ad. Guys, stick around. If you happen to see ads, it will be very short, and then we will be back in gameplay. And for those of you who are subscribed, thank you. You will not be seeing ads. All right. All right, what is... Oh,
Please don't let me little interruption hold up the proceedings.
Hat Hunter. I got an achievement. I don't know if you guys can see it.
Yeah.
The skylight was shut the entire time, I tell you. We couldn't possibly have opened it.
Are you quite certain about that? That the skylight was shut the entire time?
I'm going to lose my block with you in a minute. He's going to lose his rag with you in a minute. That's what he said. Take a look for yourself. Go on. You see, It's shut fast now, just like when it was on the night.
So it is. Of course, a fella the size of Mr. Mason could likely break right through it, still and all.
What?
Just looking at the size of the ting, you understand.
Now you hold on there a minute, sir. The size of the ting means nothing, not on its own. Let's consider the bigger picture here, shall we?
Let's stop biting Arcane, shall we?
I was riding the omnibus on another occasion when, well, I broke wind loudly. I shocked myself with it, as it happens.
This is an unexpected confession, Mr. First.
Oh, I just mean to say, well, the point is, I tried to open the skylight, you see. But just my luck, I couldn't make it budge. The stench was terrible. Everyone was looking daggers at me, sir. I went red as rouge, I did.
Are you expecting me to sentence you?
No, oh, no, sir. The point is, the skylight can't be opened. I tried and tried when I was inside that cabin of shame.
Huh, what is Gina gonna say? Do you have something to say about that, Miss Lestrade?
Miss Lestrade. It opens. The skylight. That is what we're talking about, right? Please don't shoot me. Please stop. All them skylights open, dead easy.
More easily than you can load that weapon?
That's a lie, I tell you. Otherwise, when I broke wind,
You can't do it from inside, you mug.
Oh. Look, a few weeks ago, I was up on the roof deck of one of them drags, and I had a great haul. I mean, I had purses coming out me ears.
Miss Lestrade, this is not the forum to be eulogizing on the subject of your criminal activities.
Well, anyway, I had a bit of a scare. When I lifted the last bloke's purse, he got a wise to me. All four of them surrounded me, so I couldn't hop off the bus and leg it. So what I did was I used the skylight, opened the catch, and jumped right through. What? Yeah, the catch for them skylights is on the top side. That's why you can't open them from the cabin. The skylight opens from the roof deck? Bailiff! Climb up on the roof of the omnibus at once and verify this witness's claims. There we go. Oh, my hat! See?
Interesting. Interesting.
Order! 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 So it appears that this street girl's statement is quite true. I don't believe it. The skylight opens. And from the roof deck. Mr. Naruhodo. This could be the clue we've been looking for.
Did she just pull out a hand cannon? She did, in fact, pull out a hand cannon. It is a smoke gun. It shoots out a ball that, like, explodes into smoke as, like, a smoke screen. This game is very wacky.
Well, counsel for the defense, please continue with your cross-examination.
No, Alan, don't worry. You don't need to apologize. But thank you for coming through on Jin's raid, and thanks for hanging out and lurking. I really appreciate it.
Yes, my lord. So the skylight opens. Perhaps I should investigate for myself.
Okay, is that... Where's your proof? Okay, so is that our chance now to examine this bit here?
So the skylight was fastened shut before, but now the catch has been undone. We should be able to open it. You can certainly see inside the carriage through this opening, that's for sure.
Yes, and there's a lamp in the enclosed cabin. So I'm sure the witnesses would have been able to see quite clearly.
That's not good for us. Is there anything else? Do we have to check anything? Maybe inside? Before we, like, leave here? What's the lamp? Oh, that's the lamp, I think, that they keep pointing out? Wait, hold on. That's the poster. Oh, it's just a poster. Okay, so that's the lamp. Oh, what is that? Why can't we examine what that is? Is that supposed to be the latch?
Yes, it does open very wide, doesn't it? Wide enough to kick someone like you through, certainly, Mr. Naruhodo.
Why someone like me?
What is it? Look, just here, look at this!
Oh, that's... Without question, it's blood. Why would there be a bloodstain there? Surely.
It can't be unrelated to the case, can it?
Definitely related. Okay, so I think that's what we needed. Bloodstain visible on the frame when it's open. Here's our proof. Present.
Objection.
Nice. On the night in question, the victim was fatally stabbed in the stomach. And then, immediately afterwards, the victim's body was pushed through the skylight in the cabin below. Those are the facts, and the irrefutable proof remains clearly visible in the omnibus that stands before us today in this very courtroom.
What? That's utter humbug! Ugh, you can't possibly have any evidence!
No, you can't! I mean, we didn't do what I tell you, it's impossible!
Irrefutable proof? Here in this courtroom? Counsel. My lord, I believe everyone would appreciate a little clarification here. Where exactly within the omnibus is this evidence to which you allude? You will point out what it is that proves the victim fell from the roof deck through the skylight. It is right. Was it here? Where was it? Oh, there it is. Right here. Nice. Oh, okay. This is just the text. Can we skip through it? It's almost like we haven't read this dialogue. Alright, I'll just let it run through. Blood. Blood. I forgot. The present is a different button than the examine. Okay, so present there.
By Jupiter! Is that blood?
Ugh! This bloodstain proves two things. Firstly, when the incident occurred, the skylight of the omnibus was open.
What?
And secondly, the victim was already bleeding when he fell through the opening.
Oh my!
And so it follows that Mr. McGriddle, who was inside the enclosed cabin himself at the time, cannot possibly be guilty of this crime. No! Hey, we did it! We got our client off. Oh wait, hold on. That's phrasing. We proved that he wasn't guilty. Harsher! Harsher! Phrasing!
But the blood could have sprayed up there when the fellow was stabbed inside the cabin.
This game has tainted you. And only found its way to that one particular spot on the skylight. Sure, and that would be very convenient.
And let's keep it in mind that the skylight catch can only be unfastened from the roof deck. I myself wouldn't have been able to open it now, would I? But, there's no way to know for certain, is there? If the gent really fell through the skylight, I mean. Why don't ye have a good look at the floor of the cabin between the two seats, Mr. First? 'Tis all too plain, if ye see. There's the aftermath that shows the poor fella dropped from a fair height right here. So it is.
What? No.
But it can't be. It's all lies.
Hold it!
My fellow jury members, I think we can all agree that this is clear proof of the defendant's innocence, can't we?
I believe we can. Yes, sir. It's clear to me now where the filthy rubbish can be found in this courtroom.
So, they thought they could pull the wool over my eyes, did they? I won't tolerate any of the guild's carriages being sullied with blood. I won't tolerate it!
Oh, I always knew that the nice gentleman who gave us the delightful part couldn't have done such a thing.
On 3, then. Everyone. 1, 2, 3!
Hold it.
Objection!
Oh, yep, there it is. I hope Knife Guy pays for the holes he left in the desk.
A chilling performance, Mr. McGriddle. Oh, and what would ye be referring to there now, Lord Van Zeeks? A bloodstain on the frame of the skylight? Such evidence is null and void.
What? Why? Because if items from the carriage disappeared, that means the carriage has been tampered with. Which means that the bloodstain cannot be verified to be from when it was carried in before the trial, or if the bloodstain is from after the smoke screen. For one extremely simple reason. Dear gosh. That smear of blood never existed.
Wait, what do you mean? Oh, you mean after? Okay. What are you talking about? It's there for all to see, and it's clearly blood.
Objection!
I personally attended Scotland Yard's investigation of the omnibus. The officers involved went over the carriage with a fine-toothed comb. So I can state with absolute surety, no such smear of blood existed in the carriage. But did you check to see if the skylight opened? Because we just found out that you could open it. Why would you not realize that there was a second entrance into the carriage if you checked it and verified that that was an opening functioning skylight? At least not until this trial began. But
are you suggesting, Lord Van Zeeks, that this stain of blood was fabricated, my lord? Yes. And while this court has been in session.
what? So whoever meddled really fucked it up.
What a palaver. I must say I didn't expect such crude reasoning from a prosecutor of your standing, Lord Van Zeeks. But I'm Magnus McGriddle, a fella known all over the capital for his fine contributions to public life. I don't take kindly to slander, and I'll fight it to the bitter end. Even if it's rolling off the tongue of the Reaper of the Bailey.
Oh, dang! Crude reasoning, that's a burn right there!
Mr. McGriddle, I realize this is your first appearance in court as the accused. However, I am well aware of your involvement behind the scenes in a great many affairs of dubious nature. You're very adept when it comes to avoiding getting your own hands dirty. McGriddle? He's a McDonald's sandwich? Yes, we changed his name to McGriddle, Creed. You had to have been at the beginning of stream to understand why You know, so it's fine. It's fine. His name is Mr. McGriddle, okay? Magnus McGriddle. And each time it happens that a case you're involved in is investigated, you adapt the facts. Adapt the facts? What does that even mean? When you wield a fortune the size of Mr. McGilded's, however ill-gotten it may be, nothing is impossible. KK, I'll continue not to question it. You should just watch the beginning of, it's literally right at the beginning when I turn the game on. I think it's like maybe 15 minutes in, after our Duolingo practice. It's like right there. Tampering with evidence, manipulating the scene of a crime, bribing witnesses. I toast your ability to concoct the most convenient of stories, sir. Tut tut, Lord Vanzix, this will not do, to be sure. Will it now, counsel? Oh, no! I think it's fair to say this does all sound like a rather far-fetched excuse by a desperate man. The blood on the skylight didn't exist, you say? But if you will all cast your minds back, is it not true that the omnibus there has been in the courtroom the entire time? How could anyone possibly have put a smear of blood in it without the world and his wife seeing? Isn't that right now, counsel? It's true, the omnibus has been in full view the entire time that court has been in session. My learned friend, here's to hearing your opinion on this matter in your own words. Are we about to shoot ourselves in the foot by being honest? As you wish. Could someone have tampered with the omnibus during this trial? If you're asking me, I think it could have been possible. As a defense lawyer, it's my job to advocate for the defendant as best as I can, but still, I feel as though there's something even more important at stake here. My integrity! There's no evidence to suggest that the defendant did as my learned friend suggests. Oh, wait, what? Is he lying? However, in terms of having the opportunity to carry out the alleged tampering, there is one possibility. Oh. Good gracious! Explain yourself, counsel! Yeah, during the smoke screen. Yes, there is. It seems my learned Nipponese friend has no intention of running from this deceit. Deceit? I'm sure everyone still remembers clearly the recess that we were forced to take. As a result of the smoke grenade fired by the witness currently in the stand, Miss Gina Lestrade. What is going on? Be careful, Mr. Naruhodo. Cover your face. Bailiff, don't let the accused escape. Secure the omnibus. Wait, Lestrade? Yes, is Lestrade, is that an important name? Her name is Gina Lestrade, I think. I hereby call an emergency recess. Bailiff, ensure the defendant is in custody and clear the courtroom. The courtroom was filled with smoke and everyone was thrown into confusion. All of us were made to leave this chamber. In that brief interval, under the veil of smoke and in all the chaos, it could have been possible to steal inside the omnibus. It's a reference to Sherlock Holmes. Lestrade is a police detective in the Sherlock Holmes books. Oh, the police inspector's last name. Oh, I see. Are you wise? What are you trying to pull, ye rotten feckless gouger? Feckless gouger? You're supposed to be defending me. 'Tis a wicked plot. 'Tis a plot to undermine me, so it is.
Objection!
Language! Please stop cursing. Whatever you think this is, it changes nothing. The facts are the same. After this courtroom was evacuated earlier as a result of the smoke grenade, a number of inconsistencies materialized in relation to the omnibus. Inconsistencies such as... To start with, the storage compartment underneath the rear passenger seat. Oh yeah, there was things in there before. When the police investigated the omnibus, this compartment was full of the driver's items. Secondly, we have the smear of blood on the edge of the skylight. As I have said, that was not present at the start of the trial this morning. We don't know that. Because that couldn't open before. Unfortunately, Lord Van Zeeks, no one is able to corroborate your claims. That's true. Also, Van Zeek seems to be a rather polite rival. I love him. I hope he loves me too. When the omnibus was first wheeled out, both the storage compartment and the skylight were shut. Accordingly, I'm afraid to say, we cannot establish with any certainty if this evidence is the result of tampering or not. Indeed, my lord, no doubt there was not a single person who saw fit to verify such things. What do you think? Sorry? About the omnibus. Is there anything else unusual about the omnibus? I have no idea. What the fuck? I have no idea. I'm just gonna say that. If I'm honest, I don't remember what I examined when in that omnibus. I can't verify this either way. My lord, at this moment in time, the defense... Oh. Can point out one other inconsistency. Damn, Susato just saving our asses. A mark that surely could not have been present at the start of the trial. The exterior? Really? Miss Susato, what are you doing? I examined the omnibus with you, don't forget. There's something that seems out of place compared to how the carriage looked originally. That's what we need to identify now. What in the devil's name are you going to say now? If you dare to betray me, you little maggot, you'd better. Silence, McGriddle. The court awaits the defense's clarification. Grr. This trial keeps swinging one way and then the other. I have no idea what's the truth and what's deception. Van Zeek's about to cut him down if he starts something. He's like, there will be no crimes in this courthouse right now. What am I supposed to believe here? I shall have to ask you to elaborate, counsel. The mark. A mark? Was there a mark? Is it outside? I can't find anything out of place. So we can't leave. It has to be in here? A mark inside? I'm gonna head to bed now. Good night. It was nice to be here. Of course, Action Production. Thank you so much for coming in. I hope you have a good night. Let me give you a tuck here. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite. Tuck. Oh, Sho was fast on the tuck. I was a little bit slow. He's possibly the least polite rival because he's openly racist. Very true. He is racist. He keeps saying, my Nipponese friend, which is super racist. Mark. A mark. What mark are we? The alleged mark. Is this it? It
It looks like it is. But I don't know. I'm gonna present this. Wait, can I save? I can't save here. I'm just gonna present that little. I think it must be this mark here. Oh, I don't think it is. If you mean the mark of sweat around your collar, that has certainly gained prominence over the course of proceedings. Okay, that's not it. Hold on. Clutching at straws in your desperation. Okay, wait, so let's save here. We've only lost like one more, so it's fine. Okay, so we can keep going back to that one. Okay. Appears to not have noticed something that the prosecution hasn't mentioned. I don't know. So okay, so it's not inside here. A mark. The poster for the Great Exhibition. A lot of focus to being Crystal Tower. Crystal Tower under construction. So there was that poster. What about this? Poster for Grand. Okay, so that's just what? A mark? That okay, so there's that, and then there's the inside of the compartment. These are the moments when these games make me feel stupid. I literally do not see any mark. Am I blind? Do you guys see a mark? I don't see a mark. Okay, wait, hold on. Let's focus on the floor. Okay, so on the floor, I don't see anything that's strange. I mean, it's just the blood stain. Van Zieks has made no mention of it. I suppose that does seem a little strange. Why do I have such a bad feeling about this? Is it this? This little... Is it that little bit? Was there a little bit before? I'm just gonna present it. We're just gonna see. We consider that the victim fell through the skylight onto the floor of the cabin. You would certainly expect to find signs of blood where he landed. But as far as I recall, this blood stain on the cabin floor was not there. Oh. Really? Oh. Huh. The whole giant stain wasn't there before. Ah, I see. This is just like the glass onion where we're like, did you see him pick up the cup? Spoiler alert, by the way, for Glass Onion. And I didn't notice at all. Good lord. Good movie. It was a good movie. Yes, I do believe you're correct, Counsel. Spoiler alert, after the spoiler. Well said. Although, as advocate for the defense, one might say that was a very careless slip of the tongue. I believe that bloodstain on the floor is a decisive piece of evidence. But if the question is whether that evidence is genuine or whether it was unlawfully fabricated by someone else, I feel compelled to admit that there's at least a possibility that the evidence is fake. Huh, I guess there wasn't a bloodstain. But I mean, that was like a week ago, so it's not like I super remember that much.
This trial is over! Mr. McGriddle, I've done everything I possibly can to cooperate with the court, but 'tis all over now. But you're the defendant. 'Tis over, I tell ye. Memory, recollection, what people think they saw. 'Tis all nonsense. Facts are what counts, and the fact is that the bloodstain is there, now. Well... And over the course of this desperate trial, long and extremely drawn out as it has been, that good-for-nothing Reaper of the Bailey has failed to present any decisive evidence at all. I'm scandalized, so I am. I'd thought better of Lord Van Zeeks. Well, my lord.
I must concur with the defendant. The unaffirmed recollections of an individual cannot stand as evidence. At this moment in time, the particular bloodstain in question is very much in existence. And in the absence of any credible method by which to prove its alleged previous non-existence, I regret to say that it would be improper for this trial to continue. Your lordship can't be serious. Lord Van Zeeks, what is your position? The prosecution, my lord, has no further witnesses or evidence to present. Very well. In that case, as I believe we have explored every possible avenue in this matter, I shall proceed to my adjudication. As a formality, I am of course obliged to confirm with the defense first. What formality?
As things stand at the moment, it would seem that Mr. McGriddle will be found not guilty.
Yes.
Which would mean we've won.
Is that really the right outcome here? Is it really alright for the trial to come to an end now with all these unexplained inconsistencies? Counsel for the defense, your closing statement, please. Yes, my lord. The defense believes.
Are you...
I think... I mean... What? Why would an innocent man go to this point to manufacture evidence if he was innocent? Like... What? So, am I supposed to say he's guilty? I'm gonna say he could. So I saved. So if this is wrong, I could go back. I'm gonna say he could be guilty, but I feel like, why would the game make us do that? I'm here in this courtroom today to advocate for the defense of my client, Mr. McGriddle. However, at this moment in time, I cannot in all good conscience attest fully to the defendant's innocence. What are you saying, man? Without any question, there is no conclusive evidence to prove that the defendant is guilty. However, there is also no conclusive evidence to prove that he is innocent. Good gracious me! Order! Order! This is unprecedented behavior, counsel. A defense lawyer calling the accused innocence into question. Are you of sound mind? He is fuming.
Oh, 'twas a grand decision to appoint you as my lawyer, so it was. A grand decision.
What?
I must say, I didn't expect quite such an exciting spectacle at the end there, but still. Here, have this for your troubles. Ugh. Your job here is done, fella, and some fine work you've done, so ye have.
What do you mean?
'Tis just as the right honorable gentleman so succinctly put it afore. The trial can't go on anymore. And your closing statement there was, how did he put it now? Nothing more than a formality. Alright. He's sus. Definitely sounds really... I don't know what to make of all of this. Was the evidence we've seen genuine, or was it fake? His lordship would be fuming. Any unsightly rubbish should be disposed of promptly, as I said. The stinking rich are always guilty of something. You... mark my words. I feel terribly ashamed that I ever doubted that lovely man who gave us the lovely park. Now, that proceedings have unfolded in this way. Princess uncomfortable, she almost helped a murderer. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I thought my client went past his villain arc, and apparently he has not.
I'm compelled to declare a premature end to this trial. Furthermore, the court must accept the defendant's plea.
But what about the dagger? It had that M on it? I thank you kindly, my lord.
I hereby pronounce the verdict of this court. But we still haven't determined if the bloodstain in the omnibus is genuine or not. We don't know if these witnesses are telling the truth or a pack of lies. We have no idea about the truth. Lord Van Zeeks. My lord, the case made by the prosecution was flawed, plain and simple. If indeed the omnibus presented as evidence was tampered with, the prosecution is at fault for allowing such a disgraceful perversion of justice to take place.
Oh, Papa Judge is not happy. Oh! Sev, thank you so much for the 100 bits! Happy Valentine's Day, Princess. Happy Valentine's Day, chat. Thank you for the 100 bits, Sev. What did you and your partner end up doing? What was the plan? You told me it was supposed to be a surprise. Did you figure out what the surprise was? Were you able to deduce the surprise before your partner told you what your plans were? Or was it a complete surprise? Also, hello, welcome and good evening to the both of you.
Objection.
But wait! When we were evacuated from the courtroom, Lord Van Zeeks ordered the evidence to be secured. I'm afraid the prosecution cannot shun responsibility in this matter. That's so unfair. The culpability of the defendant has not, at the present time, been established by this court. Consequently, the jury will not be required to prefer judgment. What?
Well, Lord Van Zeeks, it has been a pleasure, so it has. And as for you, my dear fella, I couldn't have asked for a better defense.
I mean, kind of. We went to a Japanese restaurant that had a speakeasy inside of it. Then we also went to... blank. I see. Oh, was it the ramen place? We closed both the restaurant and the bar, and I can't feel my lips. Oh. I see. Drink some water. Do you mean to tell me this has all been a grand waste of time?
No, it was a new place. Oh, interesting. Okay. 'Tis the law of the land, my good man. If ye'd like to pursue this matter further, ye can always go ahead and try to change the law.
Magnus McGriddle.
Good grief, ye've more to say to me, have ye?
Just one thing. A warning. This is far from over.
Well, something to be looking forward to then.
Oh, so. Is he gonna appear later and get his comeuppance? Not feeling my lips is actually the first part of feeling my drink, so I'm good. Oh, I see. Okay. So it's just the start. Don't drink too much more. It is a school night. And maybe you have school tomorrow. Question mark? I hereby pronounce the defendant, Mr. Magnus McGilded, not guilty. Alright, well, I guess that was good for us, but not really, because we didn't get answers. They had really good mocktails, too. Hooray! We got a guilty man off of his crime. I can't believe it! This is an outrage! They should have examined the evidence more! What are you talking about? The man's been cleared. He's innocent! Bestest lawyer! Kinda. Wait, to not get that guy executed. Yeah, I mean, we did, but also, I don't feel good about it. With the courtroom in pandemonium for the second time that day, the judge delivered his verdict. And my first ever trial in Great Britain came to an abrupt end, with the defendant being found not guilty. Ostensibly, a victory for us.
That certainly was a long trial.
Yes, it was.
Your first ever trial on foreign soil. And your first victory. It was a wonderful performance. My heartfelt congratulations.
And to you, Miss Susato, thank you for your assistance. I suppose we should be happy. The trouble is, we're still completely in the dark about what actually happened.
Well, we didn't have enough time.
But isn't it wrong? I mean, who was actually responsible for Mr. Mason's death? Oh, what happened? Do I have a tab playing? No, I think we're good. Okay.
We don't even know that. The sole aim of the defense is to obtain a verdict that exonerates the defendant. You carried out your duty to perfection.
Aye, that you did. Oh, it's him. Mr. McGriddle. And that girl is with him too.
Well, it seems the stories are true.
Oh, what stories?
About the 6 enormous fireworks they do be letting off when there's a verdict of not guilty. I'm sure you must have seen them now. Spectacular, wouldn't you say?
Yes, definitely.
I'd heard it was a sight to behold, and to be sure it was. And I viewed a tank, I suppose.
Oh, I don't know about that. I'm not really sure I did anything.
What on earth are you saying, fella? How did I walk out of there a free man, then?
I don't think it was so much thanks to me as down to your planning.
You're a straight-talking fella, aren't ye? I must say, ye had me astray in the head there once or twice. But you're young and headstrong. Ah, 'tis water under the bridge.
Congratulations, Mr. McGilded, on having your name cleared. But nothing's resolved.
There's only one thing that matters to me.
Oh?
Aye. They've all seen that I didn't do that odious and abstinent deed. 'Tis grand, is it not?
I suppose it is.
Now the fine fellows of Scotland Yard can take matters in hand and sort out any wee details. They'll see it for what it is. They'll get to the truth. I've absolute faith in them, so I have, after all. I do be providing a good number of wages with all the taxes I pay.
It's not that funny.
So then, as we agreed aforehand, 1,000 guineas for your troubles, fella.
Oh, no. Yes, just take the fucking money. Take the money. Eat the rich, like that juror says. Okay, take the money and just run. Just leave it. It's okay. Just take his money. It's okay. Just take his money and leave. I couldn't possibly accept that much.
Not be whist! You're a humble people, are ye, you from the east? Well, if you insist.
No, take his money!
But have this, still. And all, ye deserve a reward.
Mr. Magnus McGilded. Oops, McGriddle. Everything is ready, sir. If you'd like to follow me into the courtroom.
Into the courtroom?
What's this, officer? 'Tis sooner than I was led to believe.
My price went up. It's now 2,000.
I hope it's not inconvenient, sir. There were some changes to the schedule.
Well, I must be making tracks now. 'Tis time for the inspection.
Sorry? What inspection?
They're going to examine the omnibus again, so I'm told. I asked if I could be present for it myself.
They're going to examine it again? Now?
Naturally, I'm under no obligation to take part in any more of this matter now. But as an upstanding member of London society, I do be doing me best to help where I can. 'Tis a gentleman's duty, so it is. So then, fare thee well. 'Twas an absolute pleasure meeting yous. I hope ye have a whale of a time while you're studying here in Great Britain.
And there he goes, a free man. Oh, I forgot she was here too. Please don't shoot me. All right, Goon, go to bed. Have a good stream, princess. Of course, Goon. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite. Thank you so much for coming by right when I came live. Thank you for hanging out and chatting and also lurking. I appreciate you. Happy Valentine's Day. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite. Bye, Goon. Thank you for tucking him in as well, Chrono. Don't move! Whereas I want to say, get a move on. She really does take forever to load that thing. Miss Lestrade, would you mind putting that thing down? You're a grown-up. Sorry?
And I ain't all grown-ups.
Ah, there you are. Oh. you can't see me right now, but like my head is tilted back and I'm like triple chinning it so hard. Who is this girl? Why is her hair pink and why is her music so cute? But you'll get fat. Wait, from what? What did I say? Get fat from what? What voice am I supposed to do for her? This is all British though. She said she ate all grown-ups. Oh, I see. She is one of the main side characters. You'll see more of her. She's like tiny. Should I make her sound like a kid? Sorry, I did a Sorens. No worries, Chrono. Alright, let me see if I can talk like a little kid. Yes! Okay. Naughty, naughty, running off like that. Is this some kind of picnic? Who's this little girl now?
And taking that with you as well. I was looking forward to the trial run of my experimental smoke grenade launcher.
Huh. Oh my goodness.
Oh, do you want to play? You won't beat me.
Grrr. Excuse me, but who are you?
Oh, good day to you. I'm, well, the inventor, I suppose, of that machine.
The inventor?
Well, normal smoke grenades are so dull, don't you agree? White, white, and more white.
Where did she get the bazooka from? Well, apparently she's an inventor, so...
If you have to be shrouded in smoke, it could at least be a pretty color, I thought to myself.
Do we have to be shrouded in smoke, though, at all?
I just took my eyes off it for a moment whilst I was changing onto a different omnibus and she pinched it. Luckily, I fitted it with a telegraphic beacon.
Was it what? I have no idea what this girl is talking about. Same place mechanics get all their gadgets from. Machinists, I see.
Anyway, you're coming with me now, back to my laboratory.
What for?
To apologize, of course, silly. To my technician.
What? You mean say sorry?
You must say sorry when you've done something wrong. Surely an adult has told you that before.
An adult? I don't listen to no adults.
Come along then, follow me.
Fine. Have it your way.
Oh good, you see, I knew you'd do the right thing in the end.
I'm fairly sure that what she wants is not to get shot by that massive gun of yours. Hey, hello Pyrox, welcome in, welcome. How are you doing? Happy Valentine's Day. Thanks for dropping by and coming back in.
Well, I'll be leaving now.
Then, bye-bye.
I'm so sorry for all the fuss.
She was a lively one. Well, do you think perhaps we ought to be on our way now too? Yes, you're right, but... where to? Oh! We haven't had time to find a place to stay. No sooner had we arrived in London than we had to rush here. All our traveling cases are still with the bailiff.
I was originally planning to spend today in search of lodgings.
But at this late hour in the day, I'm afraid we may be out of luck. My friend changed me to not see my avatar because I changed it into a spider. Oh no, spiders are very scary. It's been good. Oh, I see. Okay.
Don't worry though, I have a plan. If the worst comes to worst, I've heard of a lovely park where we could spend the night.
Please tell me you're not thinking of McGrindle Park.
I know it may be a little chilly at this time of year, but our youthfulness will see us through.
I'm not so sure about that. I think a midwinter London night will freeze a young person solid just as easily as an elderly one.
Oh dear. That doesn't sound agreeable.
I have to say though, when I was in London like last month, 2 months ago, it wasn't that cold. I mean, it was like a little chilly, but like, I feel like if I had to spend the night, it wasn't snowing or anything. Does it really get that cold? I was there in December. It's the summer that's the worst. When it's hot, yeah, because it's humid, right? In his own words, I'm too drunk to deal with this bullshit right now. I see. Sometimes, you know, you just don't want to.
Oh dear, that doesn't sound agreeable.
Now I'm starting to regret turning Mr. McGriddle down. That 1,000 guineas would have paid for a lovely warm room or mansion. And AC just doesn't exist. Oh yeah, no air conditioning. And so, the trial to determine my worthiness for the study tour was over by the end of our first day in London. However, as we were soon to learn, there were more trying times ahead, just as the Reaper of the Bailey had warned. The case was far from over. Oh. We get to see more of Mr. McGriddle. Oh, what's this?
What's going on? Get the fire brigade! Water!
It's on fire. Oh no. Destroying evidence.
How did this happen?
I don't know, sir. By the time I got here, it was already engulfed.
No one was supposed to be allowed in here before we started investigating.
Someone's inside. Is it Mr. Fairplay?
Oh, good God. There's someone in there.
Who is it? Oh, it's the judge. Oh my god. Crimes are happening. What's happening?
This can't be.
Is that Van Zeeks? Van Zeeks! My love. What's happening? So, not even hiding the thirst anymore. So, who was inside? And what just happened? Okay, The Adventure of the Clouded Kokoro. Heart. The Clouded Heart. Alright, you guys. I feel like that is a good spot as any to kind of go back and, you know, wind down. We have been playing for like 4 hours now. That's why it's on fire. It's almost 11 already. I know, right? God, this game just really sucks you in. All right, who's on? Who's playing video games that we can go say hello to? I didn't even nap today. Oh, I took a nap at lunch today. It was a nice nap. So we have Annie playing Mario Kart 8. Annie Sensei's Karai Kyoshitsu with Fusushi. So looks like she's doing maybe a collab. Lana is playing Uncharted. There's not really anyone playing Great Ace Attorney. I think the one person that's a VTuber is further than us in the story, and I don't want to spoil myself. Let's see, who's playing Jump King? Not really any VTubers playing Jump King right now. So it's 1:49 for me. Oh, 1 in the AM. That is quite late. I hope you're able to get some sleep, Pyrox, after this. If not, I hope that you're able to find some other interesting things to fill the time. But thank you for stopping by. I really appreciate, you know, seeing people come back in and saying hello and hanging out. It's always a nice, fun time. It's not late. It's early.
Early. Ah, I see. Yeah, let's say hi to Lana. It's kind of been a while. So, because I haven't caught her streaming in a while. Guys, if you would like to join us and you have a subscription, go ahead and copy this raid message. And, you know, join me on this raid. If you do not have a... Excuse me, sorry. If you do not have a sub, you're welcome to copy this global Twitch TV emote. And, you know, join me as we raid our good friend Lana Kane. Let me see here. Thank you so much for resubscribing, Gunny. I appreciate it. Thank you, Goon, for the resubscribe. Thank you, Jin, for gifting a sub to Alan. Thank you, Jin, for the raid as well. Thank you, Mickey, for the raid. And thank you, Seb, for the bits. Forgot I lost a sub. No worries, you can copy the other message and then you can join us. Alright, you guys, as always, let me start this raid out. Please be happy, please be healthy, but most of all, please be kind. Be kind to others because you never know what a smile, hug, or hello can do for someone who's having a bad day. And be kind to yourselves. Make sure you are getting up, staying hydrated, stretching your legs every once in a while. You know, go outside, touch some grass, smell the roses directly from the rose bush. Because if you don't, you could get an embolism. And then you could die. And then I would be very sad. Tomorrow we are going to be playing some more Jump King. We'll be continuing our Babe of the Realms map. I feel like we're close. We're slowly getting there. So I will see you all tomorrow. And with that, happy Valentine's Day, puppies. I hope you have a good rest of the evening. Or if you're already starting your Wednesday, I hope you have a good Wednesday. Until next time, I will see you all later. Bye!